Dopey.
Two guys that hate each other.
Just shut your mouth.
I hate them.
Shut up.
Don't be unkind.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, very nice.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fine bunch of bullies, aren't you?
I'm Opie. I could give a fuck. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm on the radio. Shut up.
The Opie and Anthony Show. It's all about fun, fun, fun.
I'd love to spit in your face.
I will fucking kill you.
Shut up, stupid.
I'm just a zilch, and I know it.
Who cares? We're trying to do a fucking radio
I know what we're trying to do. I'm sitting here across from you. I understand that.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Despicable asshat.
These dummies that work for us, you guys stink.
Ben looks like a tall baby.
Always laughing in the wrong places. Ben, where's the coffee?
He rock.
Hopefully he's going through a car wash with his mouth open.
And there's Steve.
Steve is a piece of garbage.
And you stink.
You are cordially invited to a robbery rape.
This is family entertainment.
This show is a disaster.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
If you have any goo, bring it now.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road. Palaver.
If you're planning a road trip this weekend, it's time to take XM satellite radio along for the ride.
What are you, a fucking moron?
Beyond AM, beyond FM, it's XM satellite radio.
You dumb asshole!
O&A Body Rock! Arr! O&A Body Rock! Arr! O&A Body Rock! Arr!
Hello, exactly! Okay!
I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years.
You're just a tool. You can keep your hands off of my mule.
I don't care. I don't care. I honestly don't care.
You're a phony! Hey, this guy's a great big phony! Hey, you're a great big phony, you know that? That's right. You're a big fat phony!
I thought you were going for one more.
So did I. Looked around and said, fuck it.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Hi.
The week's almost over for us.
Wow, thank goodness.
Tough work week.
Really awful.
Oh, my God. Where do we begin today?
I can barely talk. My voice is still all crackly.
My voice is just starting to come back.
Yeah, yesterday I had nothing. I couldn't even speak.
I guess we got it back up. Monday we did a fine live show on the radio. And then went to the Hard Rock Cafe for our huge Halloween party. Want to thank everyone that showed up. Want to thank the bands for showing up. It was a great, great time.
Had a blast.
It was an absolute pisser.
Sure.
But the live broadcast absolutely blew.
Stunk on ice.
So yesterday we just got to kind of wander around all day going, Jesus, this is why we didn't want to broadcast.
Well,
we had major discussions behind the scenes saying, you know, we don't want to broadcast. We don't want to broadcast. It never works. I've been in radio a very long time. That was the worst live broadcast I've ever been associated with.
Oh,
absolutely. I MiFi'd it. Holy shit.
Worse
Holy
than day two?
shit on ice.
Worse than day two, Boston?
Holy shit, yes.
Wow.
Yes, going all the way back to my BAB days when I had a broadcast from gas stations. And do beach reports at Robert Moses, giving the beach report, telling all the surfers how high the waves were. Yes, going back that far.
We've always said the live broadcast from the live event, not a good thing. And we used to have to do it. You know, they would say, you guys got to do this because we're your boss and you got to do it. But now it's like, we've said it so many times that I don't know how it happened again. We throw a great party. We have a lot of fun. Or we can go to some place and do a remote broadcast, but not in front of, a crowd with his party going on.
Right.
But never the two.
Well, it's two different things, obviously. When you're trying to do just a radio show, you have to paint the pictures. You really have to paint the pictures.
Yeah.
Like at the live broadcast, for example, we were having the costume contest, and all of a sudden we're like, wow, Lil Connor Peterson, a guy dressed up as Lil Connor Peterson.
Yeah.
We don't have time, because we're in the middle of 500-600 people, to explain to the radio audience why this guy looks so good as Lil Connor Peterson. It's a visual that everyone is immediately getting at the venue.
Yep.
but you don't have time to explain it to the 600,000 plus listeners that are listening into this disaster.
I would try to explain it, and then the live crowd is like, oh, he's explaining what they're looking at. I could see it here.
Right. They don't understand that we have to try to do both things.
Right.
We have to be the MCs at this party. And, the feedback on the actual party, everyone there had a great time. Had an unbelievable time.
Yeah.
Thought it was one of our best parties.
Yeah, it was a good one. Great party.
Right. But then you got to get the feedback from the people that couldn't make it, that were listening in because they're huge fans of the show from all over the country. And they were embarrassed, too. They were
Dude,
like, holy
sucked.
shit.
The sound stunk. We couldn't hear you. Everyone was drunk. Blah, blah, blah.
I want to apologize to the bands we had there. We can't replay your broadcast.
Oh, my God.
You can't.
What was it? Like, you heard no bottom end. Everything was tinny. Vocals way in the back.
Way in the back.
You'd hear, like, one guitar.
Right.
That was pretty much it.
Right.
I don't know.
So we should have been celebrating, our first anniversary and celebrating today that we had a great party. But we got this hanging over our heads. The broadcast stunk.
Yeah.
And we don't have the right people around us that, can make this happen. So until we do, we're not doing any more live broadcasts. Stop trying to talk us into it. It ain't happening.
No, we didn't want to do them. We don't do them, so we won't do them.
The obvious shit. Anthony and I are on stage, right? We're 3 or 4 feet away from each other. We still can't hear each other.
I couldn't hear anything.
So when I was re-listening to the Halloween party on the MiFi, you and I are just talking over each other. We're having 2 completely different conversations going on.
Oh, boy.
You're talking about one thing. I'm talking about another.
Oh,
We're not syncing up because we can't hear each other.
No.
This is just basic broadcasting. This is the shit you got to, figure out way, way, way before we hit the stage.
Oh.
We don't have the right people around us to pull off a live broadcast. As simple as that. We just don't.
Yeah.
We don't. The presentation at the Hard Rock Cafe was absolutely great. It was unbelievable. Yeah. It really was. It was set up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as trying to take all that and throw it on the radio for everybody else around the country, we don't have it yet. We
stink. Bit of a problem.
We absolutely stink.
I didn't get to listen back to it.
Don't.
I don't know why you did.
Don't. I just walked around all day.
I just read a few posts that were like, oh, man, it fucking sounded like shit. Yeah, okay.
It didn't even sound good in a bad way, you know what I mean? Because running this channel and being on 24 hours a day on 202, it would be kind of cool to do some kind of, wacky things. Like, people know we do these road shows, right?
Yeah.
So to have a listen on what it's all about could be fun if the listener understands that it's not us trying to have a polished broadcast.
Yeah, we've always talked about the fact that we can, open up the channel and just throw some stuff on there for the hell of it.
Right.
During the night and see what happens.
But it wasn't even good for that.
No?
No.
Really?
No. No, it was horrendous.
And I heard Ron and Fez had a real fun time doing the broadcast.
Well,
I feel bad for them too. They had a struggle to do a broadcast from that event. Earl, I think, killed himself. I think Earl committed suicide.
Earl, who's Ron and Fez's producer, yeah, he was back here running the board.
Yeah.
So props to Ron and Fez. They did the best they could, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, but. It just, oh my God, it was embarrassing. I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah.
That good?
I still have it on my MiFi. I'll bring it in tomorrow if you want to listen to it.
Nah.
We could play a few clips today.
Uh-oh.
Derek's like, don't do this to yourselves. Derek's like, don't do it. Ben and Steve are in the other studio trying to find some clips to play today.
There were some stars. There were some stars backstage, though. I got to tell you, some stars. A couple of interns, man. Wow. Bill, we know, could hold his booze.
A couple of interns. The whole staff was fucking hammered.
Everybody pretty trashed.
Fucking hammered.
Pretty
man.
goddamn trashed.
Oh, if one more guy came up to me and said he loved me.
Yeah.
One more, and I was ready to. I was gonna punch somebody.
Well, yeah, they were all drinking.
Why,
heavily,
as a grown man, do I have to have guys come up to me and say they love me?
Who was kissing everybody?
Look at you.
Pete.
Well, it's just an awkward thing. It's like, I love you, man.
Here's the worst one of the lot.
Who said they love you?
Here's the worst one of the lot.
Look around. Who didn't?
Oh, dude.
Who knew that this guy had it in him?
Who knew? Like Bill, I figured, and Bill was trash. Bill, the intern, was just snotted drunk, and he's chugging Jacks like it was the last drink he was ever going to have. I expected that from him. And he just gets all quiet and everything. This guy, talk about, remember, Paul, the guy, Ron Fez's intern that I had a little problem with, a little issue?
Yeah.
With him being a little, hands-on, a little like talky, chatty Cathy, shut the fuck up. Oh, my God. Dude, you were treading dreadfully close to that area.
Yeah, I pulled a Paulie.
He got wasted, and he was going around just telling everybody. He comes up to me, he's like, "You don't understand, man. I fucking just love working with you. You're like my hero." And this, and I was just standing there like, I should fucking stab this guy right now. I should just stab him.
He said it to everybody.
He told me he was honored to get my breakfast.
He said that?
Honored to get my breakfast.
And it wasn't a joke. Like,
No.
dude, I'm honored to get your breakfast because that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
He was serious about it.
Yeah.
Seriously honored to get your breakfast, and you really, were trashed.
Well, I mean, I did have a great fucking time.
Yeah, well,
That's the least I
that
can
was
say.
obvious.
I hope so.
Why don't you say the same stuff to us live on the air?
Clean
sober.
My best recollections was Than just telling me, punch out, man. Just punch out. Get out of here.
Than was the voice of reason.
Than was trying to help him.
He really was. He's like, just shut the fuck up and leave right now.
He was giving him a good talking to right there. He was whispering.
And, of course, Jim was absolutely going against me and telling, wait, you had something more to say, Pete?
Well, no, but you know what?
That was it.
Because Anthony's standing there and Pete's just yapping at him, and Than is trying to get him out of there. And I'm like, dude, what are you trying to say? Anthony's right here. You could tell him. He's right here. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, Than's just telling him, look, leave. You're fucking this up really badly. Just leave. And Jimmy's, no, tell him he's right here.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I think this
he
is a
needs
good
to
opportunity.
hear it. It's fine.
There's one of the great pictures that are up on, I guess, Foundry Music.
Who is that?
Why are you kissing?
Wow, that's me?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's you kissing a guy.
I have no recollection.
Kissing
and that
Bill.
guy is
That's Bill, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Bill looks horrified.
Bill didn't remember that. He just went, holy shit, that's me.
You're you're like cupping his chin with your hand.
Wait a minute, Bill, you don't remember being kissed by a guy?
No.
And you don't remember
I have
kissing
no
a guy?
recollection of that.
I remember, actually, did you set that up with your best friend Aaron?
No, I don't know.
You know Aaron?
Big ass member?
Like,
Yeah, from the board.
Yeah,
sure.
he's like him and him became really close after that.
I don't doubt it. He was close with everybody, weren't you?
Bobby, the Ron and Fez intern, and I were just working the whole time until like 10, and he kept coming in periodically, and he was like, "You guys, you suck. I'm having so much fun," and then like or whatever he was saying, and he kept trying to bring us drinks and stuff, and Bobby and I were like stressed out because people were trying to steal the VIP passes and stuff.
Whoa,
and,
you guys were asking me to bring you drinks.
Oh, eventually.
Eventually, what?
Yeah, but we didn't even start drinking till after 10. It was.
Yeah, and you had a lot of catching up to do.
And you caught up, Bill.
You caught up in like 3
Certainly
seconds.
did.
You caught up fast.
Well, after Don or someone, it was one of the people practically forced us to go to the bar. It was Jaeger girl, Jaeger, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever Ben got me.
That
Jaeger.
was definitely the downfall.
Who told you to go to the bar?
Well, they didn't. They were like, "Hey, have a good time. Take off," because they wanted us to stop doing.
So
it.
glad everyone thought that everything was completely under control at the Hard Rock to make sure everyone got nice and snotted.
That girl coming around with the tray of Jaeger, that's what put every single person involved over the edge. And everybody's nodding now. Yeah. She kept coming around. It's like, and it's so hard to turn down a shot of Jaeger when it's just right there on that tray in front of you.
Because with Jack and Coke, I can take 6 of those and still be able to get myself home, you know. But it was the shots and the shots and.
Yeah.
It wasn't the 6 Jack and Coke.
The Jaeger does it, man.
It was actually the shots that did it to you.
Did anybody puke?
I sure did.
Did you really?
In my backpack on the train.
Your
backpack. Well, I didn't want to get it all over the floor. It was a full train.
Hey, you're thinking. That's nice.
That's nice.
That's really
nice
good.
that you were looking out for everybody else.
Holy shit!
I do my best.
Is it true that you had some words with Fez? What happened there?
Yeah, I heard him talking about that on the air. I had no recollection. And I was talking to Big Ass Member. He's like, "Yeah, you did that." You definitely did that.
What happened?
I have no idea.
Apparently, yeah, Fez was talking on air yesterday about how Pete was saying, "Oh, you don't know me. I'm Pete the intern. You don't know my name." And he was pointing to his badge, which just says, OA, all access.
It didn't have his name on it.
And he's like, "You don't even know my name. It's right here. I'm Pete the intern," pointing to the...
Oh, my God.
What an ass! I love it.
Oh, and another thing, when Bobby and I were working and sober, he came up and he's like, "They love you so much. Why? And then Aaron's trying to offer me $200 for a VIP pass. I'm like, I'm like, no.
You didn't take it?
And it was he only wanted it, and he only wanted it for collecting purposes. He didn't want it to actually get it. Like it was like a 10.
Yes, collecting.
Like, no, I can't.
It's in a pristine state. Look at this.
I'm like, I don't know, but he was on the other side, like saying that, and it was like it was just like the biggest clusterfuck, like at that station I was at.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was a mess down there.
Are you mad that Fez didn't know your name?
I guess.
Apparently he was. And was it obnoxious? Like, you don't know my name.
I don't know.
That's what I heard
from Fez, and he was, the way too close talking guy too.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Wow.
I remember Pete trying to bond with Ant by saying they're fellow LARPers.
Oh yeah, he was saying I was a LARPer because I was just dressed up in like Renaissance attire.
I've been there.
He's a real LARPer and stuff. But, I keep it to the monitor, the computer monitor. I've never been out in the woods hitting my friends with fake swords.
I trip over his LARPing weapons every morning trying to get ready for this stupid radio show.
This thing's getting fucking thrown out if I trip over it one more fucking time.
I threw something out.
Whose is this? And then someone goes, "Oh, it's Pete's." And Obi goes, "Who the fuck is Pete?"
There it is. This is one of his LARPing weapons right here.
I was going to bring it home, but Travis wanted to keep it.
It's labeled Pete's LARP thing. What is this, Pete?
Some kind of club?
That is a mace.
It is a mace.
Yeah.
And it's covered in duct tape and decorated with some tribal stuff you do with a Sharpie. And I guess you hit each other with this.
Yes.
And I would get some points.
Yeah, you'd yell 2 damage.
2 damage right there. What about it?
2 damage.
What if I crack over your fucking head?
That would be a foul.
A foul? It's no foul. What the fuck?
There's no fouls. I guess there are fouls in LARPing. Bunch of pussies that you guys are.
Yeah, well, there are a bunch of pussies.
Shove it up your ass.
Fucking LARPers.
2 damage.
I can't even look at you when I'm looking at those two things together. That's awful.
I know. Let's say hi to Rob on Long Island, faithful listener of the fine program. Rob, what's up?
What's going on, guys? Great
man.
party. Well, first call on Monday.
All right, hold on a minute. This is what we're going to do today. You were at the event, right?
Yes, I was.
All right, so it was a great party. I will go on record and say that was one of our better parties. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, my friend Nick was Little Connor. We all went together.
We also want people to call up today and comment about the broadcast, and you'll see how different the two are. But go ahead there, Rob.
Oh, no, I just wanted to call and say I had a great time, and guys, just keep up the good work, man. Oh, and Anthony, you wouldn't have looked any more manlier if you were wearing, like, a robe and slippers.
I look fantastic.
Well, Anthony was brave enough to wear a costume.
Yeah,
so
I know.
You got to give him a little credit.
He was
Hey, wait a minute, my friend. You said you came with Lil Connor?
Yeah.
That's your friend you came there with? You're calling me gay? That guy was fucking naked, my friend. He was wearing a diaper. Wearing a diaper. Don't be talking about me. I looked manly.
Hey, didn't he win second place in the costume contest, though?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Okay, man.
All right.
Punch it out, guys. Bye.
He would have won if he was a chick. It always comes down to if you're a chick, you win.
That's it. Chicks win those things. Stop it.
Wiffle Batgirl won the costume contest.
Yeah.
There's pictures up on FoundryMusic.com, OpieandAnthony.com, Whackbag.com. I've already seen well over 1,000 pictures from the event.
It's amazing.
What a rack.
Yeah, a lot of flashing at the event, so that was great for everybody as well. So
wunderbar.
Yes. And at one point we lost Jimmy for like an hour and a half, and you come back on stage and you didn't even realize we were broadcasting?
All night I didn't know you were broadcasting. I had no idea this was going on in the air.
That's typical.
And I was on stage, but with you when you first went out, I had no idea this was being broadcast.
No?
Nah.
This is the organization we have, isn't it great?
I just didn't know.
I'm just completely happy today.
Also, Ron,
one of the main guys on the show had no clue.
No clue we were broadcasting.
And I'm not blaming you.
No, I really didn't know.
Jimmy. No. Also, I'm like, where the fuck is Jimmy? He disappeared for like an hour and a half. And then he comes back, and I go, dude, what are you doing? We're broadcasting. He goes, we're broadcasting? I'm like, yeah, we're fucking broadcasting.
No idea.
I know it sounds like shit, but we're still at least trying.
I thought Ron and Fez did like a short period of time, and I didn't hear anything else about it. So I'm like, oh, okay, it was just a quick little, maybe an hour to broadcast
the
or whatever.
The whole thing was broadcasted.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Also, Ron and Fez didn't know it was live either.
Oh, really?
They had no idea that they were live. They were told that it was going to be replayed and cut up to
well, you know,
really?
Yeah, they had no idea, and I think they were really mad about that.
Someday people will listen to us. I mean, what you do is you do the live party, you record the whole thing, then we come back, and our boys spend the whole night getting the really good clips, and then we look like superstars because you don't have to listen to all the crap. That's how radio has always worked. But for some reason, we had to broadcast. Holy shit. All right, let's say hi to Mike in New Jersey. Mike, what's up? Mike.
Hey, boys. How's it going? Great party the other night. I listened to it on the radio. I thought it came out pretty good. The bands, like you said, it sounded a little tinny, a little off, but understanding that it was live, I thought it was good. I thought you guys did a really good job. Congratulations.
Oh, all right. Well, that'll make us feel a little better today.
Take care, guys.
All right. Derek heard the bands. Derek, what do you have to say about the broadcast of the bands?
Well, pretty much what the fucking A.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that? Was that your example? Because that was pretty good.
Mumbling idiot. He sounds like Reagan on the stand.
Well,
the mix was awful for most of the stuff. The guitars were loud in some areas. Sometimes you couldn't hear the singer. Drum sounded just like it was overheads only.
Overheads only. That's what you want to hear.
There was no bass.
Yeah.
Some of them. So it was just,
yikes.
Yeah, it was a mess.
And why was Travis hugging you? Because now I'm seeing a picture of Travis hugging you.
Where?
I don't know.
And you're not happy about it.
They were all hammered. It was great.
Look, turn this around. What is wrong with our staff? They're hugging and kissing each other?
I didn't want to be kissed. I want to point that out. And
well, you got kissed by Pete.
Yeah.
And now we got a picture of Travis hugging Derek. You don't remember that, Derek?
No, not really.
You don't remember that? Oh, my God.
Sean from Vegas didn't like the show. He says, but Ant, you're fucking hilarious when you're hammered. More Anthony sloshed, more gooder. I was actually keeping my drinking in somewhat of control. I was actually telling the Jaeger girl, I'll only have half a shot, but come back twice as often. She did.
Steve was. You could tell Steve might have been a little close to blackout. Because Steve does when he gets drunk is he stands perfectly straight, but his head wobbles a little bit. He's like fucking Hepburn. You can see he's fighting the urge just to collapse on the floor. He's perfectly erect.
Just his head. Oh, that's great. It's so true. I noticed that, too.
And no, I'm perfectly fine. There's like a discoloration in his face.
My Steve Bobblehead doll. Available on Foundry Music.
Did you try to kiss him, too? Ricky Linderman, did you?
Probably. Let's go to Jerry in Connecticut.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Jerry, what's up?
Dude, that show Monday was fucking awful.
There we go.
Atrocious. I turned it off after like an hour. I couldn't listen anymore. I swear to God.
You lasted an hour?
I did. I heard Livewire and I heard the Rush Tribute Band. Fucking terrible.
Well, these bands live are unbelievable.
I mean,
unbelievable.
You knew they had potential, but at some point I didn't even think, like in the Rush Tribute Band, I'm like, the guy's not even playing bass. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, and that's a pretty important part. You know?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, like in Tom Sawyer, I'm like, I don't hear the bass.
Right.
It was really bad. Really, really bad.
All right. Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, man.
And someone was commenting that it's like, I think I saw Anthony petting a horse outside. I was like, it was a horse. He came up on the sidewalk.
In New York City?
Yeah.
What was it, a cop?
No, it was he had a little wagon with him, you know, one of those horse-drawn carriages.
Oh, yeah.
And he came up on the sidewalk, and I just was walking back into the bar, and I just kind of, like, scratched his little nose. And someone had it, like, as if I was there. He like, hey, you because I have complete recollection of that.
Another shot of Jaeger. We'd have had that little LARPing outfit off, and we could have had the horse propped up like that video we saw, giving you good intestinal cleaning.
Oh, my God. Let's say hi to Dan. What's up, Dan? Dan.
Hey.
We're losing you, Dan. Try to call
Hello.
back. We'll go to Joe the trucker. Hey, Joe.
Hey, guys. I was at a truck stop, drinking a six-pack of beer, listening to your shit. I thought it was so damn good, I wouldn't even let the lot lizards interrupt me.
Oh, see, maybe you had to be drunk. Driving.
So you enjoyed it?
No, not driving. I was sitting at the truck
Oh,
stop.
very good.
I was playing it on the roadie, so a bunch of other drivers, we had it all on the same station. We were all just we just had a blast.
Well, maybe it was fun to just listen in to the train wreck. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just like looking at a car wreck. You know, you just got to look at it.
Right. All right.
All right, I'm punching out.
Thank you, Joe. Harry in Illinois. Harry?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, I really didn't expect it to be much better when you guys are at a live broadcast. The fact that a lot of us can't be there, just the fact we got to listen in. The music was a little bad. I'll agree with that, but just the fact we got to listen in was good enough for me.
Well, that's what's frustrating to me. I mean, we didn't cover the basics, really. I mean, the band should have sounded great on the radio. There was there's no reason why they should have sounded as bad as they did. None whatsoever. Anthony and I should have been able to hear each other on stage. Just this dumb stuff that should have been taken care of, and the broadcast would have been a lot better.
Right.
A lot better.
Well, as a listener point of view, though, it's better to listen to that than not listen at all.
All right.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. Let's go. We'll take just a couple more here. John in Utah. John.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys sounded really good, but the bands were just bad, especially AC/DC. I gave up and crashed, and I was in Vegas.
And the band.
Wow. And live, they sounded great.
Yeah, people were losing their minds. Losing their minds.
I was looking forward to listening to Anthony's brother's band, and yeah, I got discouraged.
Yeah, the bands all sounded like crap live.
Yeah,
on the air live, they were great, though.
Right. All right, John.
Happy birthday, Oak.
Oh, no.
No.
That's the end of the bid right there. Someone finally blew it. Oh, well.
Why? It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Ope.
No, the Jim Norton bid is now over. It's too bad.
Like how they all sang Happy Birthday to You last
very
night.
Nice.
A whole room full of people.
Two nights ago.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Maybe you thought it was last night because Bill is still wearing the wristband.
Yeah.
You guys catch that?
Yeah, Bill's still wearing the wristband. Anthony gave up on yesterday. So
I gave up on yesterday.
So to you, this is Tuesday, right?
I was in a hotel room, locked in, just watching movies, not talking. I couldn't even talk. It was so hard to hear anything. And like I was saying earlier, that's pretty important, is to be able to sit there and hear the people you're broadcasting with.
Right.
Oh, is my dentist here?
That's your dentist?
Is that who we want?
That's not your dentist, is it?
That was the guy that did my root canal. Not my dentist. He did my root canal, though.
Him?
Yeah.
Looks like my massage therapist.
If you recall, I told him he could come up. I saw him on the street the day before yesterday, before the party, because, if you remember, he was here once before, but he left in complete horror because you and Jimmy started going at each other.
Oh, he came that
day? He was like, I'm a big fan of the show. I'd like to just sit and watch. And I'm like, okay, cool, come down. We have fun. He finally gets to see the show, and it's me sitting there going, oh, shit. Oh, you two going at each other, and he just fled the building.
Is he upstairs? Upstairs?
Not next door upstairs. He's not the guy upstairs.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because I actually I had tooth pain recently. It's funny. I thought I was like, man, I'll come in and work. And yeah, it was bad.
Maybe you can work a deal when you go outside.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right.
Couple of men.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, fella.
Watch through the glass.
Yeah, let's say hi to Dugout Doug. Hey, Doug. No? What did I do wrong?
Hit the button.
Doug.
What's going on, fellas?
Hi, Doug.
What's up, Doug?
When I got home at about 7 o'clock in the morning, I checked out the listening thread for the show, and I couldn't believe the bashing the bands were getting. They were scary, like the legitimate bands in person. It was scary how good those guys were.
That's what's frustrating because, you know, they shouldn't have got bashed. But I guess the mixing of the bands was just awful because people in the place were losing their minds. Like the Rush band, the people were like, holy crap, that's Rush.
Yeah, they were. You couldn't even tell they were that good. And 2U was phenomenal. They brought the house down at the end of the show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go to the listening thread on Whackbag, they just destroyed the whole live broadcast.
Ouch.
Completely destroyed it.
And, you know, well, they should. It was
not to a point, but you know,
bad on the air.
Most of those pricks are just looking for any bad, you know, anything that's bad about the show, and then just blow it up out of proportion. So,
Doug, by the way, Doug.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for showing that Heine off.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that's mine.
Is that your chicks?
Oh.
Yeah. I get to touch that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, her ass
Okay,
is
see the
up on
picture?
all the websites today for everyone else to enjoy.
Let me see it, Hawk.
Great pics on Whackback. I got to touch that on somebody else's hotel room bed, too, so that was great.
Very nice.
Very good. All right,
And,
Doug.
yes, gentlemen, have a good day.
Bye, sweetie.
Are you working on any projects?
Actually, I believe that there's one coming up for the marathon. If you keep your eyes open, you may see something really special.
All right.
Oh, good.
Thank you, Doug.
When's the marathon?
Sunday.
Ooh.
All right, let's go to Ted in Colorado. What's up, Ted?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Ted.
Hey, I just want to tell you sounded great on the radio. Ron and Fez did a great job. It was funny as hell. They had no clue that they were on the air. Fez started saying, "What? We're broadcasting live?" That was funny as hell. You guys did a great job. Sounded good. Sorry I couldn't be there at the party, boys.
Man, I mean, if this was college radio, that'd be funny, but shouldn't people know all this stuff beforehand?
Yeah.
That maybe the thing they're doing is going to be live?
You would think that would be top priority. Inform the people on the air that they are indeed on the air. That's what that little light was for when they invented radio. Didn't they have a light that said on the air? That was like the first thing they invented. Hey, we're broadcasting. Here's something called the radio.
Right.
What else do we need? A light that tells us when we're on. That was invention number 2.
Yeah, there's 100 things you got to worry about. Number 1 is, well, tell your broadcasters that, yes, indeed, what they're doing will be heard by people. I think that would be the first thing you do.
Yeah.
I can understand if you didn't get to the 99th point on the list.
Right.
But number 1, I think, is important. DJ in Wisconsin. What's up, DJ?
Hey, guys. Not too much. How you guys doing today?
All right.
All right. Hey, you know, that the other night there, I was listening to that, and I tried pushing you guys to everyone I know. I always got you on in my truck. I had some people in there going from bar to bar. We listened to it for about 10 minutes, and I tell you, I had to turn it off.
You know, you're a douchebag. Listen to this motherfucker. You know, I had a lot of people trying to turn them on to what you do. Yeah, pick that broadcast.
Yeah, thanks, sir.
What a cop. You stink. Shut up.
Stop trying to make us feel like we lost a whole bunch of new listeners.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I own a gymnasium. I packed it with people.
I tried, you know. I had a bunch of people here.
No, you guys are
Wisconsin.
But, God damn, that was bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, guys.
Jackass. That's what he was doing, too, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know, I had people with me. They were all potential. Listen now, forget it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Let's say hi to Mike in Brooklyn. Mike?
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
First of all, as a listener, I had no idea you guys were going to be broadcasting it live either. I went
Right.
from work, turned it on.
No one knew.
But as far as that goes, the only part I got to hear was the costume contest.
Yeah.
Which does not really make the most exciting radio.
Of course not.
No, costume contests, I believe you never hear them on the radio live.
Yeah, but the pictures
There's a reason.
from the costume contest are very entertaining. So, All right, man. Thank you.
All right, guys. Later.
Well, you know, we can't talk about the costumes without bringing up our own Danny.
Wow. He kept going to me, why are you looking at me? I'm like, what? Why?
Why?
Are you kidding me? You couldn't stop looking at him.
I'll say.
He's got a set of balls, this
There
kid,
he
though.
goes. And everyone saw him.
Danny's got a set of balls, though. You got to give it to him.
I like this costume. I thought
I would
it was
have
great.
to say Danny had the most outrageous costume at the whole event.
Yeah.
Name another costume that was more
Oh,
outrageous
my
than,
God, there he
than
is.
that.
Oh, that's something.
The pictures are up on openanthony.com,
Gene
foundrymusic.com. Right.
I knew I was going to get so smashed today.
Yeah.
I really was not looking
This,
forward to it.
well, it's a great costume. I like how he took his tidy whities and drew pubes on it.
Well, because I wanted to make it look like my cock was
Like
tucked
you were
in.
tucked in the famous scene. But he's got, like, it's blue. He used blue Sharpie.
He did actually tuck. We were up in the VIP area talking, and one of the girls said, "Why don't you tuck? It's not tucked." And he actually tucked and pulled his things down, his little boxers down, and back walked
Really?
a little bit. Yeah, it was very realistic.
fantastic.
Oh my God.
I can't even look at it on the screen. Like I see it at the corner of my eye, and I don't.
Yeah, it is really something.
And I'm such a dick. He had the costume on for maybe 10 minutes, and then I see him backstage, and he's dressed like he is today. I'm like, what happened to your costume? And he goes, dude, it's really not going over like I expected or too well. I'm like, no, it's going over great.
Yeah, get it back on.
You got to put it back on.
I love when he was on stage and he was trying to be, he was in character actually, and he was talking to him. His eyes were actually closed. He was like, would you? But his eyes were like closed. He was so into the role. It was good, Danny.
He really got into it.
It's called drunk.
Again, another drunk.
And then he was brave enough to do a sing-along with the whole crowd. That was really funny. From Silence of the Lambs, the musical.
Yeah.
I mean, well, because I knew what you guys were doing. You were setting me up because you brought out Nathaniel and Travis and Derek first, and excluded me because I knew you were going to take me out separately. And I'm like, oh, shit, well, now I got to come up with like a gag to do, I suppose. So I just figured I would do the lines from the song and have the crowd finish.
Oh, yeah. We got it? All right, let's try this. Hit it.
Where's Danny? Well, let's have Nathaniel intro Danny.
Hold on. Can you stop this?
Here come.
Yeah, I forgot to mention this, by the way.
Yeah.
Both of us sounded like we had really bad colds.
Yeah, why is that?
Why?
Because everything had to be yelled.
Do you really have to ask why at this point?
Everything. We had to yell everything.
Because this far into our radio careers, we still have people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Hit it.
Where's Danny? Well, let's have Nathaniel intro Danny. Here comes the gayest motherfucker on the planet, Danny. Never. Your crowd. It drops the lotion on his skin. It doesn't
Can you do that louder?
Jimmy. He's instigating.
It drops the lotion on his skin or else it gets the horns. And when it's done, there's one more little chance.
Holding the mic out for the audience to finish.
Let's hear it for Danny, everyone.
Wow.
Danny.
What a set of balls behind that blue Sharpie. You couldn't find a black fucking Sharpie? This whole fucking place and the studio and this whole fucking Hard Rock Cafe, not one black Sharpie to be found.
Then
So
they
I have
started
blue
throwing
pubic hair.
Sharpies.
Thank you.
They were throwing black Sharpies at us.
They're pelting you.
There it is, a little clip of Danny as he hit the stage.
Isn't it great to hear yourself drunk?
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I really just need to stay away from alcohol for some
Danny,
time.
as that clip was playing, he turned completely around and just wanted it to go away.
Yeah.
Make it go away, make it go away.
You know what we needed? We needed a tape recorder backstage for the interns and everything being real drunk. That would have been radio.
Well,
yeah.
Why didn't we do that?
Instead we get,
Hey, guys, let's give him a big hand.
There's a lot of things we should have done.
Danny's costume kicked ass. And he had the attitude to make it work.
It was great.
Oh, he's got balls.
Oh, thank you.
Speaking of costumes, sorry, Eric, I got to call you out because I was the only one that knew what Eric.
He knew. I'm looking right at him, and I had no clue.
And I finally told Anthony, and you got like douche chills, didn't you?
I had no idea.
Everyone got douche chills. Eric shows up at the party, E-Rock, who sits to my left, and he had a goatee.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
And I guess you were growing the goatee over break, right?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know. I didn't notice that you had the goatee on Monday, I guess. So I see him at the party, and I'm like, hey, that's a cool new look you got. I like the goatee. Thinking
he's looking a little older.
Thinking he's just, growing a goatee, not thinking much of it. And then I noticed, like, his kind of periwinkle-ish shirt.
Right.
And then I'm like, wow, why would he, like, wear a shirt like that to the Halloween party?
Mm-hmm.
Just dumb thoughts that are going through my mind as I'm wandering around because he's
Yeah.
dressed a little different than he usually is. So obviously you're gonna notice. And then he's got like a black hat on. I'm like, And then I went, oh my God, Eric, don't tell me you came to the party dressed as Anthony. And he goes, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And I go, dude, no one knows that.
I didn't know.
No one knows that. Even Anthony, because then I told
honored.
Anthony, and he went, oh my God,
It's
oh my
like,
God.
Oh, jeez,
Because you always wear a hat. So we're used to seeing you in a cap. And the goatee is not that big a stretch.
Right.
And let's be honest, the shirts you wear are normally borderline horrendous, so that was just one more.
And the real interesting part of this also is that when we are out, I don't wear a hat. I usually only wear a hat here in the studio. So you were there. Yeah, you were there.
Dressed as Anthony
as
Wood
me
in studio.
And I'm not wearing a hat live at the event. You are. So it completely...
People would have known it was Anthony if you put that outfit on and carried a bag of money over your shoulder.
If you really wanted to be me, you should have just stayed at home and said, fuck everybody.
Exactly.
That's what I do.
Well, you know what, though? Now we got a side-by-side shot.
Yeah, there it
we
is.
got E-Rock dressed as Anthony, and he's standing next to Anthony, and wow, I can't even tell you two apart. I gotta tell you.
E-Rock, it's you with a goatee.
Yeah. And that's the best you could do as far as a periwinkle shirt?
I tried all over to find something
I would never
close
wear
to what he
stripes
had.
that wide. You crazy?
When did you finally realize that not one human being recognized your costume? He's like a Brady kid looking for a surprise party.
Yeah.
Probably walked in and figured the cameras would go off.
I realized when we were walking on stage and before you guys started talking, Opie goes, "You're supposed to be Anthony, right?" Yeah. And then I realized, oh, great, nobody knows what the fuck
No one
I
knows.
started talking to him about his goatee,
Right.
and I was like, would you grow that so people would think you're older or something?
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to him about his costume that's supposed to be me, not even knowing.
Well, he didn't even really commit because I'm looking at the picture now, and the goatee doesn't even look that thick yet.
No.
Like
it's the best I could do for a week.
He's boyish.
Yeah.
All right, well, you gave it a shot.
That's something. One guy came as me from the old Apollo air conditioning days. That was good.
Oh, yeah?
He had an Apollo air conditioning shirt on and a giant afro on his head. It's very funny. Bastard.
I'm the new Eric Nagel.
Hey, guys! Prize party for me.
Let's say hi to Lloyd in Dallas. Lloyd.
Hi, I was just calling about the party, but Monday, everything sounded just horrible. I mean, the audio was all off, everyone was frustrated, but the party that night sounded great.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. Words of wisdom.
Well, that's what we're dealing with today. Everyone there had a great time. The party really did rock.
Hair of the dog that bit me, Lloyd.
But the broadcast was, a disaster.
Yeah.
In general, it was definitely a disaster.
I was wondering why Eric was wearing a faggy shirt. Now it all makes sense. Fast Freddy.
All right.
You should have done something with the germs, Hawk. Something that was like, said that you didn't want people touching
Right.
you. That probably would have.
Should have like Purell in your pocket. Somebody gave me some Purell, some of that antibacterial stuff.
Used it right in front of Pete.
Yeah.
After Pete shakes his hand, Anthony opens his own hand and dumps a gallon of Purell into it.
And just started wiping. Yeah. I was like people were high-fiving and shaking my hand in front of the stage, and I just followed up, squeezing it into all their hands. I'm just Purelling everybody. Because that lunatic that distributes it was there, just as a big pumpkin. There's some insane guy that just has, like, antiseptic stuff that he gives us at appearances.
Well, he came by and helped a show back in the NEW days.
Yeah.
Did he help clean up one of the 55-gallon drum challenges or something?
Yeah, I think that was it.
So he had his moment of fame, and ever since he's been trying to ride it out. It's like,
and he keeps bringing stuff like that,
dude,
which is
thanks.
good, I guess.
You remember me? I brought you a stick-up in the late 80s. Yeah, we know you.
It's like, thanks, you have some great cleaning products, but there's not much else we could do with you. Do you understand?
Exactly.
There's not much range here.
How about cleaning your body out of about 120 pounds? I was standing there talking to a girl, and he's standing there, and he's going, and he's being nice, but he's going, dude, this one chick wants to, she wants to fuck you. The girls here want to fuck you. I'm like, hey, stupid.
I'm working here.
What are you talking about? It was a girl from Massachusetts. Lovely gal.
Oh. Is that the picture that I saw online with you? There's a picture of you online, and your hand is down some girl's pants.
She put it there. If that's the picture I'm thinking, no, that's actually a different girl.
Oh, okay.
No, her I know.
Oh.
This was a girl who I had made the acquaintance of and was chatting and
chatting.
Chit-chatting. So I'm like, dude, that's not a professional move.
Right. Let's say hi to Ronnie in Chicago. Ronnie?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How did it sound to you out there in Radio Land?
Myself, I thought it was excellent. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Rez and Fez done a good job, and for my very first concert I ever heard live on the radio or XM, that was really good. I mean, why are you guys kicking yourselves asses? Why are you guys kicking your asses anyway?
Well, dude, Rez and Fez didn't know they were live. I mean, did you know? Did you actually know that Rez and Fez were live, or did you not know?
Well, they said they were live.
How long have you been listening to the show, Ronnie?
Oh, I've been listening to you guys for about 3 months now.
Yeah, you got a lot to learn, though.
Well,
I'm glad you liked the show, definitely. But
I did.
This is part of the program where we spend time just beating ourselves up.
Why?
You're not going to get this from many radio shows out there, because it's fun.
That's true.
It's fun.
All righty.
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Jesus, Jimmy.
There's pictures of me.
Oh, my God.
Mock sodomizing about 9 different people.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
By the way,
I didn't request any of these pictures. They were going, the girls were going, all right, take a really dirty one. And I think they knew I wasn't going to do anything truly awful.
By the way, the point I want to make, there's some great pictures of Jimmy that we're now checking out.
Yeah.
Where he's pretty much simulating having doggy-style sex with this chick.
Yeah.
There's another picture of him with his hand down the front of another girl's pants. And same girl on that one?
Put it there.
All right, but these pictures are really hilarious and fun, right?
Yeah.
This is what he was doing as you and I are sweating our balls off on stage. Going, holy shit, 600,000+ people around America are trying to listen to this horseshit. Where's Jimmy? Well, you guys get to enjoy where Jimmy was.
Yeah.
While your pals were on stage sweating it out.
As I'm seeing these pictures, this is how obsessed with my own fatness I've been. Every time I'd see one of these pictures, I'd be like, wow, your face does look a little thinner. That's all I was noticing was the fact that my face looked a little thinner. I didn't care what I was doing. She actually put my hand there, and it wasn't touching anything with the top of her panties, unfortunately.
All right.
It's really hurt.
Well, we're going to get some more clips from the Halloween party as we move forward today. Right?
Let's see that one.
We doing that, Eric? All right. Also, Mrs. Rob Bartlett is talking about us again today.
Love Rob Bartlett.
This just came in, actually. We could play this before we go to break.
You must be just going crazy. You've had that delicious chocolatey donut in front of you the entire first break. Why would you torture yourself like that?
I rarely eat donuts.
I know.
I'm going to really enjoy the goodness.
Like a madman.
That this brings. Here's Imus this morning, once again, with Rob Bartlett.
and then Brian Wilson is here, so...
Hi, how are you, Opie? I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm not Opie. But
I know you keep saying that, but I figured out you just don't want people to know because you'll get mobbed.
Sure. That's probably
right,
it.
Anthony?
That's exactly it.
Right.
Yeah, probably is it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I think it's great, but I don't understand why they just continue with this. It
funny.
seems to be very inside, no?
Very funny running gag they got going on.
It's great
over
for
there.
us. It's great for our show. It's great for us to play it on our show. All right. So we'll have more clips. We also have to do Stalker Patty on Maury. We ran out of show on Monday.
We did.
And there was a great ending clip that was very cool. So in case you missed Stalker Patty on Maury Povich, you know what? We'll do it next after the break. How's that sound? And also we got to announce a winner to the Assault on the Media contest. Halloween night, someone might have won the contest.
Really?
The last day of October, someone might have beat everybody.
Wow.
We'll let you know what that's all about.
That explains something, too.
Why?
Just something someone said to me yesterday, but I'll tell afterwards, so I don't blow any surprises.
Big A, dressed like Stalker Patty, by the way, was the creepiest goddamn
really
thing.
Disturbing.
Yeah, some of those pictures are up, and, just frightening.
Is there a link to all these pictures on opieandanthony.com to make it easy for people out there? All right. Opie is spelled O-P-I-E because we're getting email. How do you spell Opie?
Hey, Opie.
Big A looked like with the wig and the lipstick, like with the bug eyes. He looks like somebody looks like when you walk in and they've just killed their own parents with a hatchet. Like that's the face and the wig somebody has on.
And that's how they just find you in the corner.
Yeah, just sitting there, not realizing what you've done.
Yeah.
You had to dress up before you kill your parents.
Putting up no fight. Just take you out of the front of the place in cuffs, and you're just like, what?
Oh, yeah.
They have to tie your hands because your fat wrists are too big and retard strengthish to put cuffs on.
Oh, look at the picture of him.
Oof. Oh, he is an absolute creepola.
I got a little tease before we go to break that'll get a lot of people talking. a lot of people talking.
Oh, okay.
I think Anthony and I have no choice at this point. I believe that I will be taking a meeting with an arch enemy in the very near future. With an arch enemy.
Huh?
I won't have to be there?
No.
No?
Just like all the other meetings, I'll let you know what happens. Jesus. Holy shit. It's a fucking house of cards.
All right, you can do that because I'm the only one that accepts phone calls from our agent anymore.
I gave up on him.
Now, I have to deal with him.
I only deal with the people that could help us.
Oh, and you're talking about the people at XM that I don't talk to?
Well, you got to think they're going to help us eventually. We're here for now.
You got to hope.
Yeah, Bob, we'll get that TV deal with a TV production house that has no credits. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be taking your phone calls.
But isn't he working on?
Huh? What?
But isn't he?
Don't even get me started.
No, but I thought something was in there.
And he knows he's pissed. He's not even trying to reach out to me.
Doesn't try to talk to you.
He only reaches out to you when he knows that he can't reach out to me at all.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
Because now it's, I take phone call, I transcribe into email, send off to Opie. Opie takes meetings, transcribes into email, sends to me.
But I thought Bob was working on it.
Oh, that, what?
Oh, no.
The who, what? No, nothing.
For TV.
TV, stop it.
But I believe this meeting will be going down in the very near future. An arch enemy.
Lady Di?
No joke. An arch enemy. But we might not have a choice. Might not have a choice.
Might not.
At this time. All right, with that, we'll go to break, and we'll continue.
It is a natural impulse to grab and squeeze the breasts.
No shit.
It's real soft. Almost like pudding.
Yes. A hard piece of ass.
Quite a handful. Yeah.
The nipples are so sensitive that a mere tweak between finger and thumb will give a perfectly good result.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
In case you didn't know.
Audio Slave, we're back with the Opie and Anthony program on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday. I hope you know what WOW is about at this point.
Please.
Also, having a WOW sticker just supports the show, you know? Yeah, we love seeing the WOW stickers out there. Other fans love seeing other people with WOW stickers. It's kind of fun.
I see them out there, and I pull up real close, see if it's a new one or an old one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, a new one.
If you need a WOW sticker, self-addressed stamped envelope, just send it off to us here in New York City. 111 West 57th Street, New York, 10019, I believe. That address is up on opieandanthony.com, and we'll send out the WOW stickers. You throw it on your ride, and there are women out there, lots of them, that will flash you if they see the WOW. Just leave the ladies alone, by the way. Just let them do their thing, and then you go about your day, okay?
Like fishing.
Exactly. Why do you keep saying that it was only 600,000 plus people listening when in the mornings you say over 1 million are listening? That's Sonny Forelli from Boston. Well, Sonny, it was Halloween night, so we're competing against a lot of things.
And it's at night. There's generally less listeners at night.
Yeah, and that's a guesstimate. I don't know the exact number of people.
What's he getting at?
I don't know. There's definitely more people that listen to us in the morning than if we're all sudden on in
the middle of the night.
Not in the middle of the night, but at night, yeah. Or even in afternoons. It's just how it goes in radio. So we're just guessing, really. I definitely think it was a lot less than 1 million. A lot less than the people that listen to us on a daily basis in the morning.
Sonny pisses me off a lot of times.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like some of his instant feedbacks are a little piss-off. You know what? I'm not even going to deal with his anymore. Banned. Here we go. Just a click of a link right here, and he is banned.
I'm not playing that gag today. You ban whoever the fuck you want. I hate you all. I fucking hate you all. If you want to ban the whole fucking lot of them, go
Just
ahead.
write down line, ban.
Ban. My brother's in studio, by the way, Elmo.
What's happening, people?
Good to see you here this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
It was good to see you in your LARPing gear the other night.
LARPing gear. I was a lord of the manor. People were like, what are you, a pirate? Well, okay, if you want me to be.
You know, I was kind of feeling bad about myself when I was heading over to the Hard Rock. I'm like, why couldn't I step up and, like, get a costume on? I swear to God I was thinking that. Because everyone was all excited, and I was hearing from people, my phone's ringing, and they're all excited about their costumes. I'm like, God, why for once can't I step up and just get a damn costume on for Halloween?
Yeah.
What's it going to hurt? And then I was reminded when I saw Anthony that I made the right decision.
It's like, oh, okay, now I remember why. Now I feel good.
I just can't do that. I just can't do what you do.
I knew my fans wanted to see the rapier and wanted to see my bow.
But man, we get the moniker of being shock jocks and being ultra cool and
cool.
And then you walk out with puffy shirts and
that was a lord of the manor. You know how cool I would have looked hundreds of years ago?
I was going to say, puffy shirts and weapons from another era gone by.
Right. I was just probably the only one walking around sporting a fucking 3-foot-long sword, too.
And
in New York City.
I don't know about that. Did you see those photos I took? I was close.
Yeah, that one. Nice one. Doggy style.
And I am so sick of looking at Norton's hard-ons, man.
I didn't show you one, did I?
Sound absolutely awful, but my brother finally got to...
the diner.
My brother finally got to experience what I live when I hang out with Norton.
It was very lovely, very lovely.
And there are women around. It is amazing what it takes for you just to get wood. Or were you on Cialis or something?
No, I was just turned on. I was horny.
Yeah, but nothing was going on for you to be that turned on. And then, of course, we're at a diner in the middle of the night there, and...
those are good pants for me.
Those are good pants for you?
Yeah.
Was it like pup tent type pants?
Yeah.
I'm sitting next to Jim. There's a whole bunch of us at this diner, and all of a sudden, I know something's going on because you could feel the happiness to my right, and he's never happy. And then he leans back and just kind of puts it on display and kind of like hints like, look. And you look down and there's just a fucking monster trying to peek out of his pants.
Gotta do that.
So I'm like, if I gotta look at this, I might as well turn my brother onto this too. I'm like, Darren, take a look.
I thought it was because of the food. I mean, it was good food there, so I just, I assumed it was that.
I got an extra piece of pork roll.
And all you hear from my left from my brother is, oh! It's like horrible.
Well, I was talking to
You need a bottle of ketchup, Jimmy? Just ask me. I'll buy it for you. You don't have to steal it from the diner.
But,
I was talking to a young lady, and
he enjoys showing his friends what's going on.
It was just silly because I'm talking to this girl on my right.
Silly.
And it was just funny 'cause I could hear him giggling on my left, and I'm like leaning back at the table and I'm chatting with her. And I'm showing my rod and making it move. It was just a goof.
Just a goof.
But she has no idea what I'm doing.
No.
I thought I was getting vibes off her. I was like, yeah, she's cute, and another Philly girl that I just go nowhere with. I didn't want to sleep with her. I just wanted to hang with her for a little while, and she's like, no, give me a call.
Jimmy, but I don't know.
Well, you did realize that the waiter spent a lot of time talking to you after seeing that happen. Yes.
I got to tell you something about Jimmy. I might be, if I'm wrong, call me out on this, Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy wants to get laid with minimal work.
No, well, yeah, you're right.
How long? Yeah. How long were you hanging out with this girl, who's very nice, by the way?
But actually, that night I wasn't talking about banging her. Like I didn't expect to bang her.
But dude, you didn't know we're going into the diner.
No.
So we were in the diner maybe less than an hour.
Right.
And you were pissed off because she wasn't going home with you.
But not. I know that sounds like if I was expecting to bang her.
You were pissed off, and now you want to say how much Philly girls suck again.
Philly girls. My problem with Philly girls is this, and I've had this with every single one of them. There's always like you get along, and then nothing. Now, was I expecting like sex from her? No. I mean, I know she's a nice girl, and I know she's not like the type that just bangs automatically. Mm-hmm. But I really wasn't expecting to take her home and bang her. I figured I maybe would make out on the couch or something. It really wasn't. I didn't expect it to lead to sex because I got nice vibes off her, but I didn't get like fuck vibes. I know the difference. So it's like when you want to hang with a chick, because you're just like, all right, be nice to
But
meet
you
someone.
realize some of these girls need a little more than just a quick meal at a diner at 2 in the morning.
No, I know.
It's
but
like you're expect. All right, well,
He did
hey,
give
who-
him more.
Yeah.
A show in his lap.
Right. But he's
Little
sitting next to
puppet
her.
show.
They're enjoying burgers and stuff. Next thing you know, he's fast forward and thinking, all right, she's gonna be shitting on my chest in an hour.
Well, yeah, who wouldn't make that leap? It's a logical leap.
It's like trying to leap over the goddamn Grand Canyon, my friend.
But no, I don't mean
Without
like
a motorcycle.
I wasn't looking for. If I was looking for sex, I'll go yeah. But I really wasn't. Like I know when I'm like in complete filth vibe.
Yeah.
If I'm getting sexual vibes off a person and they don't bang me, then I get really annoyed. But I wasn't getting that off her. I was just getting nice vibes. Like I thought you kind of liked me a little bit, but so I kind of know the difference and I know what my motives are. But just the fact that she wouldn't even come hang for a while, I was like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Just attack you? I know they do think that.
They do
That's what
think
annoys
that.
me. It's like,
Yeah.
don't you realize if I try to kiss you and you don't want me to kiss you, you just leave. What am I gonna do? Fucking jump on you? I mean, I'm not a bad guy. And Ob's girlfriend was vouching for me. He's like, he's a nice guy. He's not gonna. And I wouldn't have done anything.
She told me afterwards, though, man. God, did Jimmy put me in a bad position? Because it's her friend who's like the nicest of all her friends. Like she's like as innocent as they come, and all of a sudden Jimmy's like, you know. He's pulling in the right-hander from the bullpen, Lindsay, and goes, come on, Linz, vouch for me. I'm a nice guy. But Lindsay has heard the stories behind, because we've hung out enough. So Lindsay's like, oh, my God, do I throw one of my good friends to the fucking lion or not?
But I would, but I mean, nice guy in the sense that, not that I'm not a perv. I mean, that's pretty common knowledge. But then I'm not gonna. You're not in any danger if you come home with me. Like, well, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. What's he gonna do to me?
Well, there should be a scale so you could say, Linz, I'm not looking for the Cleveland steamer. I'm just looking for a little makeout.
Yeah, really.
Then she probably would have definitely said, oh yeah, very cool.
Well, no, she did actually go to bat for me, but I mean,
she was like later on, she's like, man, that was really tough.
But it wasn't. I wouldn't have attacked the girl. You're never in any danger. There's a difference between being a little perv and being aggressive and dangerous, and that I'm not.
She's into it. You'll be there. And,
please, I'll smell your ass after you run around the block. But if you say no, I'm not going to be jamming my fingers in you. Like that's to me what's important. If a woman knows she can just get up and go, fuck this, I'm going, and leave.
Yeah,
you always can. That's the reputation I have.
All right. This just in, by the way, Brother Joe has called. He does not want his performance with his fine U2 tribute band, To You, to be replayed.
On 202. And he doesn't have to worry. That show is being burned.
And Joe loves promotion.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Oh, my God.
This was supposed to be a big, big win for him and his band. And now he's calling to say he doesn't want his set rebroadcasted.
Yeah. They sounded great.
They sounded unbelievable in the club, and that's what's so too bad about this right now. So officially, he does not want to be part of the rebroadcast. I think we're just going to have to bury the show.
The show's going to have to go down in history as one of those that just go away.
Right. And speaking of brothers, my brother Darren is in studio. Did they give out your T-shirts?
You said Ellen before.
Well, he's got many nicknames.
Oh. Many names.
His new name is Daryl. We like calling him Daryl.
Yeah, what was up with that
him
fucking crap yesterday? Daryl. The girl that Jimmy was trying to bang and shove his fingers up her ass.
No.
She kept calling me Daryl.
I was trying to get to know her.
Oh, that's what I meant.
She was cute, too.
Yeah, I was digging her, too, until she called me the wrong name all day.
Daryl.
I would have loved that. She would have told the cops, I can't believe Daryl teabagged me.
Did they give out your shirts, though?
I saw people walking around with them on, and I had to go get them from my friends who were there.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't know, but there was like 600 of them, so they were supposed to be given out.
Yeah, my brother came up with a great T-shirt, and they're going to go away very soon. If you want to get one through the mail, go to opieandanthony.com.
Yeah, they're at Ziggy's My Radio Store.
MyRadiostore.com? Yeah, but they're just about done.
Tell them
I
Daryl.
want
a few
one.
left.
Yeah, tell them Daryl sent
Well, they didn't give out all of them, so there's got to be a box of them somewhere.
I want an XL.
They're probably still at the Hard Rock Cafe. I don't know. I don't think they're in studio right now.
I'm not going to say which one, but I'm incorporating Ope's fine brother to help with a logo for something, a shirt for old Jimmy Norton.
Some type of weather phenomenon.
Possibly. Would be.
Well, my brother does fine work.
Yes.
If you want some work done, get a hold of my brother. Jesus.
It's a good Daryl commercial here today.
That's right. Daryl. Fucking Daryl.
Bastard Philly girls.
What did we say we were going to do after break? Oh, the Stalker Patty stuff?
From Maury.
Maury Povich?
Yeah, but then you, I remember you were asking, we were talking in the break, and you're like, after break, we're going to do Stalker Patty, but first, where's Jim going to be November 23rd through 26th? I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. It's not about me.
Wow.
Damn it, Open insisted. All right.
Do you feel like you have to promote it this time?
plug? Yeah,
you don't
definitely.
have to plug anymore.
Have to.
You just pack places.
You just pack places
people
wherever
know.
you go.
It's word of mouth kind of thing. Like if the Stones are going to play some small club, you ever hear promotion for it? No, but the place is packed. That's what Jimmy Norton's all about.
All right, well,
these days,
myself, Mick, Bill, and Keith will be performing, and Daryl will be performing at Caroline's November 23rd through 26th, which is over Thanksgiving break. So this tickets are on sale today. 212-757-4100 Caroline's here in New York City.
Speaking of which, Bill Wyman, that was the best part of the Maury Povich show.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
When
she could have chose anyone.
Well, that's typical Patty, who she would want to be intimate
And you got to think if there's potential guys out there going, yeah, she's not that bad. Yeah. There's someone for everyone, they say, right? But I think she kind of really ruined that by saying that her dream date is Bill Wyman.
Bill Wyman. Picture her, Bill Wyman, doing crossword puzzles after a little game of bowling.
Yeah.
Jeez. Just the fact that not only that she went for a guy who's probably worth about $430 million.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Aim a little lower. Please.
All right. Well, we got some clips from the Maury Povich show. This was Monday. We didn't get to play all of this on Monday's show, so we're going to do it
right
again.
At the end of the show.
Yeah. Stork and Patty on Maury Povich. It was making nerds into...
turn your nerd into a knockout.
Into a knockout. That's that was the title of the show. Okay. Here's Maury intro on the whole damn thing.
Now, think being a virgin at 40 years old. Now, that's a shocker. Well, my next guest, Patty, is 50 and a virgin. She is so famous for being a 50-year-old virgin, she is the star of the Opie and Anthony XM satellite radio shows. Now, Patty's friend, Joyce, who's with me now, says that Patty looks so much like a geek, the men just aren't even interested in her. And Patty's here because she's desperate to get a hot, sexy makeover so she can finally, after 50 years, be intimate with a man.
Star?
Well, you know.
And then they played the clip, and it was split screen of Patty talking on mic and me talking on mic.
Right.
Which made it look like she is part of the show, like she's here on a daily basis as like the whole.
Right. Yeah, not good representation.
No.
My name is Patty, and I am a 50-year-old virgin. I have been a geek and a nerd my whole life, and guys just won't talk to me. I rarely party, but when I do, I just end up sitting there like a bump on a log. I'm definitely a geek. My favorite thing to do on a Friday night is to bowl. My idea of a cool dude would be somebody that I can bowl with and who would like to do crossword puzzles with me. I can't wait to look hot and sexy and meet the man right.
Oh, could you imagine sitting there? I don't know, 4 across. What is that, Patty? Could you give me the clue and what kind of a date that would be? What kind of a night that would be? Snuggling up with her. Hi, Patty. 3 down. What is it? Starts with a D. I know. It's 5 letters behind.
She giggles and leans into you.
Ooh.
That's like, no, that's not the word, silly.
Oh, this one's easy. Oh, chiclet teeth. The star of the Opie and Anthony show. Great. That represents the women of the Opie and Anthony show.
Sure does. All right, here's another clip. Stark and Patty on Maury Povich.
Well, let me get this straight, Joyce. This is a woman whose dream is to get a guy to bowl with her.
Yeah, no. This is a walking time warp,
And
Maury.
this is a woman who wants more than anything else to get a guy, sit down, and do crossword puzzles together.
Right.
How'd you meet her?
Well, we're fans of the Opie and Anthony show.
I know Opie
Satellite
and I know
Radio.
Anthony, yep.
And she has a crush on one of the hosts. Always
Which
has.
I know, it's Opie.
Yes.
And at this
everybody
point,
has a crush on Opie.
Yes.
At that point, they again showed the same split screen of me and Patty. Maury, what's the matter with you?
I had to rewind. I'm sorry.
One of the hosts. Always has.
I know, it's Opie.
Yes.
I know. Everybody has a crush on Opie.
Yes. We met. She sat in the corner wearing two coats in the month of June.
Right.
I'm thinking, she's a hobo.
Right.
So
and
I
you
went
took her to a club.
For her 50th birthday, we took her to a strip club.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Nothing.
Did somebody do a lap dance?
Yes, she had 2 lap dances forcibly.
Right.
Gave her 3 apple martinis, sat her in a chair, gave her $40
and
this
said, is it right here. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, here she is, Patty. Patty, come on out.
Oh, she was doing the robot dance to that music.
Right.
Which is just horrific.
Even for her, that was embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
With her pants pulled all the way up to her nipples. On purpose, obviously. Patty doesn't dress that bad.
No. Really?
She doesn't pull them up.
I know they do that for the Maury show.
Yeah. She looked like William Frawley. And I did this is how stupid Bob Kelly is. I do a William Frawley reference in the car. He goes, dude, don't try to impress me. And I'm like, William Frawley? He's like, who's that?
Are you kidding?
He didn't know who he was. And I'm like, he's Rick. He's Fred from I Love Lucy, stupid. Like, he thought I was giving some obscure impression.
Yeah, I thought he was saying that he knew who you were talking about, and don't try to impress me with your, like, TV trivia.
Yeah.
He was saying don't try to impress me because he had no clue at all who it was. Thought you maybe a scientist or something.
Yeah, like it was some obscure gentleman who I read about one time.
What an
Bob,
ass.
you're a dope.
How are you, Patty? Sit right here.
Patty.
Look, Patty. Look at me.
Look at me.
Oh, boy.
I told you it was genuine.
Patty, do you want to look nicer?
Yeah.
Do you want to find a guy?
I would love to have a line of them lining up for me.
You would?
Yeah.
But Patty, you can't look like that and expect guys to line up. It ain't going to happen.
Well, I'm just waiting for the right person to come along.
Oh, you are?
He's not going to come along dressed like this, Patty.
You know,
your pants are up to here, your bags are here, your guys are here.
But
how is a man going to find you? Patty!
Well, the world will end and I'll still be left behind waiting.
No, come on. If I had to ask you, Patty, and your dreams, who you would like to, lose your virginity to, I mean, who might they be?
Well, Bill Wyman of the Rolling Stones is cute.
He's one of the ugliest guys on the face of the earth. Oh, my Lord, do you need help? We're going to get you some glasses, too, Patty. Thank you very much.
I don't know. Bill Wyman, the Rolling Stones is cute.
How great would it have been if she said, Lexington Steel?
Bill Wyman.
She's a fool. How about Bill Ward, you disloyal whore? Sabbath.
I don't know. I like that gentleman from Herman's Hermits. He's cute. Wow. She wants a line of guys.
Yep.
All right, a few video companies that would sponsor that event.
Virgin Bukkake.
Stalker Patty gangbang. Whole big line just waiting. All jacking it like they do, waiting. Not the worst part of those movies. Like the chick is getting banged, and there's like a 60-guy gangbang, and there's 60 guys just sitting there jacking off in a circle, waiting for their turn, talking to each other. Yeah, look at how he's fucking her. Who's next? Put it in.
All right. Well, later in the show, they did the transformation, and Stalker Patty walked out, and we got a huge plug here at the end of the show. Listen to this.
Joyce has been trying to get Patty out there to meet guys somewhere other than a bowling alley and a crossword puzzle.
It's taking an act of Congress, actually.
Look at that. Okay, I'm going to close my eyes, bring on Patty out. I'm going to open my eyes. We'll see what we got. Patty, come on out here.
I want to state something that was pretty obvious, is that Patty's friend is a mess of a human being as well. I mean, I'm free to make enemies on this show because I'm not here, so... I know one of you guys want to say it, but she's sitting there cackling in the background. Act of Congress. It's like, look at yourself. What the fuck? Look in a mirror. Heal thyself, doctor.
What are you saying, that she wasn't hot?
That's pretty much, yeah. I could have cut it down to one sentence.
No, but I mean, you mean Patty? You're saying that Patty's...
You guys are terrible.
What's that?
Oh, man.
Hold on, madam. So you're saying that her friend Joyce...
Yes.
Okay.
You.
Fuck you, Darren.
It's Daryl.
Daryl.
I couldn't take the cackling, and oh my God, no one's gonna come around when you dress like that.
What did you like about her?
Ooh, the waistline mostly, the face.
Thanks a lot, guys.
I don't know, the clothing, everything.
What do you mean, guys? We're not saying anything.
I really should not have called in.
She was very punctual.
Joyce.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hi, sweetie.
Obviously, you're going to rip me apart, too. Well, go ahead.
We're not ripping you apart at all.
I said you were punctual.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sophie.
Don't say
That's
thanks,
not
Opie.
Opie. Well, that was a nice thing you said.
Obviously, the
Opie.
voice sounds similar, but don't
They
say
had a
thanks,
lot-
Opie. I've been very nice during this segment.
They cut out a lot of the show, too. They spent, I think, the least amount of time with Patty than compared to the other people who were getting made over. And Maury talked a lot about you, and they cut it out.
Did they cut out more of your cackling in the background?
No, I guess not.
Oh.
What did Maury say about Opie and Anthony that they cut out?
He went a little more into the show and how Opie looks like Opie. And I said, no, he is a lot cuter than Opie. And they kept showing Anthony's clip.
Yeah.
Maury, that's Anthony. That's not Opie.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess they had to cut that out. I guess it didn't make any sense.
But
I just wish they would have worked on Patty's gait. She had the gait fucking sign on high heels.
Now, is this a
Yeah.
twofer show? Like, now is it your turn next? And Patty's going to sit in the background
think
cackling? And then Maury will be like, here's Joyce!
I don't think so. It was all about Patty. It was all about her makeover. And they cut her hair, they highlighted it. She looked okay. Just needed to work on that charm at the end. And Maury actually made fun of her. They cut that out, too. That had the audience going.
Well, you know what they should have cut out?
Oh, God. Here we go.
A waistline.
Okay. Keep on.
Oh, no.
Opie, why'd you hang up on Joyce?
I had nothing to do with that.
She
I
hung
think
up.
Joyce is a lovely lady.
I like Joyce.
Wow, Daryl.
Can you see that it's a lot of fun around my house during the holidays? just in case you think it's just me.
No,
No,
it's not just Opie.
I got, there's 5 boys and 2 girls. The girls are very nice in my family. The sweetest little things you'd ever want to meet. The guys, though, holy shit, we got problems.
Something going on there.
Got a hot cousin, by the way. Beautiful.
Oh, which one?
I don't remember. I don't know if I...
Jimmy?
Yeah, we had a lot of cousins there.
No, she was very cute.
Yeah. All right.
That would have to be Jennifer, I would imagine.
Well, let's get back to the Maury Povich show, the end here. Stalker Patty on Maury Povich. Joyce wanted to call in to give us a little insight, but Daryl over here decided to beat her up a little bit.
Joyce, can you call back, please? We do want to get the inside scoop.
Patty, it's a little tough. Yes, thank you, Patty. Boy, it's a little tough, Patty. Okay? How do you feel?
Different.
Different.
Oh, Mike, very good.
You're shaking. What's the matter?
I'm nervous.
You're a little nervous? Why, do you think somebody might ask you out?
Maybe. Please, God. Wait, Patty, I'm
Joyce,
amazed.
don't you like this?
It's beautiful.
Isn't this terrific?
Yes.
Now, by the way, because in honor of you, Patty, and those scandalous boys, Opie and Anthony.
Oh, my God, my boys.
All of our audience members, because of Opie and Anthony, I didn't even know they were this nice. But because of their show on XM Satellite Radio, they have sent everybody in our audience a free satellite radio. Right.
Ooh, there you go. That's how
nice
Maury
we
ended
are.
the show. We cut the clip. It went on a little longer than that. Then the people came out with the XM radio, started passing it out to the crowd. So
Do you realize that Maury, when Patty came out for her big reveal after her makeover,
right,
never said that she looked good or looked pretty? And this is Maury Povich, the same guy who a woman could trip, fall face first into a fire. They bring her on the show, and Maury will hug her and go, "You're a beautiful person. Let me tell you how cute." Or a progeria kid, "You are so cute and adorable." He could not bring himself to tell Patty she looked pretty.
Patty, you're so present.
You are here, Patty, involved. Where what did he say? You're shaking. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Yeah.
Let's go to Carl in New Jersey. Carl.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, man.
Listen, Patty's like made of Teflon. The fucking makeover didn't take or something. I don't know what's up. She looked like an ant in a red dress.
Yeah, she didn't look much different, right?
Commenting that she's the only one on the whole makeover show that didn't look any different after the makeover. They do these makeover shows. Maury's done millions of these things. The women show up, they show them as the dorks backstage, then they bring them out, and you go, all right, that's pretty good. This is the only time I've ever seen this show where the woman came out, Patty looked exactly the same.
Her hair looked better. Her hair looked better.
Her hair looked a little better.
It was feathered a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about, like, pieces. Yeah, you could take a piece of this, like her hair looked better. But
no, her knees are shot.
She didn't look good. She didn't look any better than she did before.
Well, that's why she's on Patty, boys. I'm out.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's say hi to Eric in Colorado. Eric.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Eric.
How cool would it have been, though, when she walked out on stage for her to have done a face plant? Because you could see her trip.
Yeah, on those heels. Right.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm sitting on the couch watching on a videotape, and I started busting up laughing. I fell off the couch. My wife's like, what? And I rewound it, and she could see it, and she started laughing, too.
All right. Are those video clips up on opieandanthony.com?
I hope so.
Hopefully.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are up there?
I'm used to my penny loafers.
Very cool.
It's hard to walk in these high heels.
All right, Eric. Thank you.
All right, punch it out, boys.
All right. What happened?
Big thank you to Rob Bartlett once again. That was a fantastic commercial for the Opie and Anthony show. I couldn't hear a word he was saying.
It's
the
got
sound
whack
off.
bag up on
whack
the...
bag.
What the fuck is going on?
How do you not love them? Rob Bartlett, we couldn't hear because the sound is off.
Just explain for everybody across America.
On MSNBC, the Imus's show is shown every day, as well as heard on the radio. And Bartlett is doing Brian Wilson.
Right.
So he's wearing this crazy like Hawaiian shirt. And he's wearing the one that Opie's brother designed, actually, Opie and Anthony shirt. And it's like a 5-minute commercial with just him talking and just Opie and Anthony on the screen.
Yeah, XM Satellite Radio.
XM Satellite Radio. And as they pan out, he's got Whack Bag up.
He was he was on Whack Bag.
Checking out the fan site.
He's probably wondering aloud, I thought these guys liked this show.
Unbelievable.
How great are they?
It just seems very inside, but... You know, keep doing it, Imus. Thank you.
People get it, though.
You think they're getting it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Imus just absolutely hates Howard and will do anything he can to help us out.
I still want to meet him, but probably not going to happen.
Who? Imus? I can make that happen for you.
I don't. Yeah.
Hi, do you think I could,
Yeah.
I just want you to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My dad and I used to listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have a picture?
No. Yeah.
He's got some great stories. We'll try to make that happen. All right, we should take a break. When we get back, we'll do something else.
All right. Patty, let me tell you something. You are such a human. Couldn't fucking bring him out.
You do make a great point, man. The burn victims and all that.
Love the Maury.
All right. I know we can do when we get back the fake firefighter rapist guy.
Oh.
Holy crap! There's
got a scam going on.
There's a sick story that is going on in New York City today.
Just bolt the doors. Don't open to anybody. That's what it is. And guns. Everyone should be packing heat. Everyone. Club Soda Kenny gave me a little grief about my choice of weaponry.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah, because he saw that I picked up a shotgun for the house, home defense, a lot of break-ins open.
Did you really?
Yeah, a lot of home invasions.
L.A.?
I was probably on the set.
Yeah.
God, I get confused which shows you're part of now. This was a big thing.
Home invasions all over Nassau County.
Anthony got rid of his rapier.
Well, I still have my rapier, but I won't have to pull that out. Not that.
But that's
I got my Remington.
Second weapon of choice.
That's right. If they get through the shotgun and somehow or jams up, then I'll pull out my rapier. But I picked up a nice Remington.
Why did Kenny say it was bad?
Well, Kenny goes kind of hard to swing around in a tight space, like I'm in the closet or something. But I told him, I don't have my pistol permit yet. He goes, in .38 Special, reliable weapon. And I agree with him, but you can't just go out and buy one. There's too many rules and regulations as far as how you can buy guns and what kind of permits you need. It takes a good 6-8 months to get a pistol permit.
Not if you go north.
Where?
Just go north.
North? Like Westchester? Connecticut?
A little south of Westchester. Just go a little north of here.
You got to be like kind of in the place where you live.
Yeah.
You can't like buy a gun in Nassau County, get a license, and then move into the city.
There's no rules if you go north.
Oh, is that it? Oh, you're talking north, just like
north,
like uptown Manhattan.
Just go north.
Oh, okay. Then don't need to buy all you want. I understand.
You don't need to deal with those pesky rules and regulations and laws. Just go north. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so Kenny gave me a little grief and said I should get a handgun. So I'm getting one of those licenses. But today, I think I'm kind of getting into the whole shooting thing, and I think I'm picking up an AR-15, which is the civilian M16.
You're losing your mind.
I lock my doors now and just hang out with my guns. It's so much fun. What's the matter?
They say a shotgun, by the way, is actually a good one to have at home because if someone breaks in, and they said that they hear that there's not a person alive that doesn't know what that sound was.
Oh, when you rack up around like that? Yeah, absolutely.
No one doesn't, and you don't have to be as accurate with a shotgun if it's dark or if you're frightened or it's at night. You're kind of blasting in a general direction, and then you realize, it's a loved one.
Mine also on the loved one. On the pump, there's a mag light on there. It's the same model Remington that the Border Patrol agents use.
Of course.
It's got a light on it. So you could just squeeze the pump a little bit, and that light comes on, and anything that's illuminated is just gone. Gone.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I got that going for me, which is nice.
Yeah, the one night you just see a Kango and teeth. All of a sudden, nice new painting on the wall. Looks like brain matter and skull.
Well, they get it. My whole area has been invaded. There's home invasions going on in Nassau County now, and it has to be a little,
That's scary.
A lot of people are getting broken into. They tie them up with the phone cords and smack them around a little bit and then rip them off. And it kind of there are a few gangs out on Long Island that kind of see this happening and going, hey, we got to get in on this action. They get a little copycat, and then it's been increasing. So now what do? You got to defend yourself. Lock your doors and windows and stay home with your guns.
Why don't you get some night visions, some night goggles?
I have night vision.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. I have night vision.
I was joking.
No, I know you were. But we also talked about why I had it. I bought it, we went on a cruise, the first cruise I went on. You hang out on the balcony, and you look, and you can see people fucking on the balcony of the cruise ship.
Oh, genius, dude.
Thank you.
Wow.
They think it's too dark for anyone to see, but by moonlight, I am watching people fuck through night vision goggles.
How do they not realize some sociopathic germaphobe is going to show up with $10,000 fucking military equipment so he can jerk off all over himself and watch them?
You really are slowly turning into a creep.
I am a wonderful creep.
And it's just slowly happening in front of our eyes. Oh. Holy shit.
It's nice. Falls asleep. He wakes up in the afternoon. He's got fucking night vision goggles on. Sir?
Drunk with a Jägermeister bottle next to him.
That's wonderful. I'm a fine human. I'm just adapting to the times that we live in.
Did you see anybody banging?
Yeah, you see a bunch of people having little sexual relations on the. It's what people do at night on cruise ships. They go out because it's an opportunity. When do you get the opportunity to bang out in the on the fresh air?
I gotta be honest, that's a brilliant idea.
It's a great idea.
How much are the night vision goggles?
Oh, they vary like ridiculous. From $10,000 you could spend to a couple of hundred.
You only need a couple hundred, right?
Yeah, you don't need the really good one.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
There's a porn director in L.A. who's very, very afraid of home invasions. Because he's from the East Coast, like it's a bad neighborhood. So he has rifles, all kinds of weapons, night vision goggles, and someone I stay with him, they said he's nuts.
All you really need to do is keep your doors and windows locked at night. Some people are still with the windows open. It was such a wonderful evening. I just thought I'd keep my windows open. She thinks it's 1955. I kept the windows open. They came in. People look for that shit, especially in nice neighborhoods. We live in such a nice neighborhood. Of course, that's what they're robbing. They know you have good shit inside. You don't leave the windows up. Keep them locked. Garages. A lot of people are getting these home invasions through the garage doors. Some people have their cars in the driveway with the garage door opener in their car, and they leave their car door unlocked. They lock everything else up. The guy just has to go, oh, now he's in. He's in your house.
How do you not hear that, though?
It doesn't matter if you hear it. It's too late. They are so quick, these guys. They're in and out in a matter of minutes, and you're left there shaking your head like, yeah, just fucked up. Don't even know what happened.
You hope they're in and out in a matter of minutes, because sometimes you don't want them to rape the women or torture anybody. Sometimes, you're better off if they just rob you and beat it.
Exactly, and for the most part, that's what these people have been doing, the home invaders. But you get some, perverts doing the same thing. I believe a strong door and lock on your bedroom. That's where you're going to be. That's where this usually happens. You're in your bedroom. You don't need a panic room.
You're building a panic
What you
room.
need is a bedroom with a very secure door, something that can't be kicked in, something with a better lock than those little dink, little button. Dink, a lock, we're safe.
You're converting your walk-in closet to a panic room.
You need something secure that they're not just going to be able to wake up. Because imagine all of a sudden opening your eyes, waking up, and, hey, motherfucker, what do? There's no time to grab the gun. You got a gun to your head. What are you going to do? There could be a gun right there. Your own gun could be in your head.
You have a bathroom in the bedroom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Bathroom in the bedroom.
I was ready to say, it's just fear, culture of fear. You're not helping matters, Anthony, because odds are you can leave your doors unlocked in Nassau County and nothing's going to happen to you.
Don't.
That's the reality. But then you just said and reminded me of the time that a black gentleman was inches from my head.
Right.
The scariest day of my life.
Thought you were a chick.
They thought I was a chick.
And there was a rapist going around, and thank God you rolled over and said, hey.
Holy shit.
See?
That was the scariest day of my life. I was living in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I crashed in my brownstone. I had never locked my door. I was on like the third or fourth floor.
How do you not lock
I think it was the third floor. Okay, and down a dark hallway, so I'm thinking, who would ever come down here? And I wasn't thinking. I just closed the door, and I'm taking a nap during the day because I did overnights.
Mm-hmm.
And some douchebag was moving out of the building, and it had the doors propped open.
Oh, boy.
Because we had really good security. It was, two doors you had to get through. But they had them open because they were loading their U-Haul.
Yep.
And all I remember is waking up because I just felt the presence in my room. There was a black gentleman in a hooded sweatshirt pulled down very tight. I saw his eyes. He was literally 2 inches from my face staring at me. And the only thing I could figure, because what Anthony said, there was a rapist loose in the area. The news was doing reports on this at the time. Boy. And I'm like, holy shit, that was the rapist. And he was looking to see if I was a chick.
Wow.
Turned out he never took anything because I opened my eyes. I didn't move because I'm like, if I move, he might think, who knows what he's going to think. I'm going to go after him. So I just opened my eyes. I was in the worst position to defend myself.
Worst position.
Right, exactly.
He'd had a cock full of marshmallow.
And
his black dick in your ass. It would look like one of those little snacks they sell, like a marshmallow type of. You put your chocolate in my marshmallow.
Jesus.
Sorry. I couldn't think of a good. I don't know what marshmallow candy bars are.
Snack.
Yeah.
This was a very, very scary day
for
me.
Yeah.
I apologize.
And, they were doing stories on the news, and turned out he was looking to see if I was a chick. So I opened my eyes, and the only thing I could say, because I just woke up, I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
That's all I could think of.
Oops, he must have been like, oh, Jesus
Yeah, exactly.
Christ.
And then I guess he realized I wasn't a chick. This is the only thing I could figure out, and he bolted. He just ran. And he never took anything. He could have taken anything he wanted from the apartment because I was asleep.
I don't care if shit like that happens.
And
once,
really fast,
times.
I had a shelf right next to the door where I would just throw my keys and my wallet. It was an easy place. Boom, throw it right there. He didn't even take that on the way in or out, which was the easiest thing he could have done. But then again, I didn't have cash on me. I never had cash on me.
No.
So now I guess I'm with you, Anthony, because I forgot about that.
If it happens once or 25 times in your neighborhood, I don't care. And then you look at statistics and that. But, even the person that got tied up and smacked around, same stats right there, and they got it.
Yeah.
So call me crazy.
Why don't you just sleep?
Plenty of you are.
Sleep in Scarface's office.
That's what I'm building
you
my
have all,
house
like,
up
monitors and cameras.
That's what I'm going to be
In case the fucking Diaz brothers come for you.
Dude, this ass is going to have motion detectors and everything. You watch. 6 months down the road, and it's going to say, I got my motion detectors
I finally got
in.
my cameras installed, and I'll have, like, monitors all over the place in the bedroom. What's that?
What's the use of having the bedroom door locked, though, if you don't know what's going on outside? Like, you don't know if somebody's outside. You might as well get some kind of a camera. You don't need a bunch. Mm-hmm. Maybe one that focuses on outside of your bedroom door.
Outside the bedroom door. That's pretty good. I like the way you think.
Yeah, because they could just be, sitting and waiting for you to wake up.
Could just be. The worst fear I have is that not even that it would be a criminal.
Show prep?
Yeah, show prep.
That Anthony's going to wake up and there's going to be a radio producer there going, we got nothing, we're on in 1 minute.
It's funny. It's not even the crook that comes in because, you blast one of them, who cares? You ever hear about the cases of mistaken identity when the police charge in on a search warrant on the wrong house and they break in to arrest somebody? You never heard of that in the middle of the night?
Sure.
It's like, search warrant. Like, I would be so scared I'm going to shoot a cop that's coming in by mistake. Because they come, it's the middle of the night. It's not like I'm expecting anybody, in the middle of the night.
You're insane.
And that, would be, some kind of mistaken identity
Search
thing.
warrants in your neighborhood? You're insane.
Yeah, maybe a doctor on a malpractice suit that he didn't answer. Serving a warrant.
You hear this kook?
Yeah, and
he's losing his mind.
Here's the difference.
Someone has to say it.
When there's a criminal, he's creeping around. A criminal doesn't break in with 15 friends yelling, "Freeze, police! Freeze, police!" Right. That's an indicator that
what
it's
a
not
good way to
invasion.
keep from getting shot. And that's the story that kind of got us started on this, which we were going to talk about after the commercial break we were going to take 15 minutes ago.
Well,
the fireman rapist.
All right. You know what? We could do it right now. Fuck it.
But it does keep you from getting shot, but it also wakes up the neighborhood at 4 in the morning.
Yeah,
no criminal. Plus, you'll know the difference. Freeze, police. The accents are going to
be. It's very scary though when things like sliding glass doors petrify me. I have them. And they petrify me.
You lock them, right, with the bar?
I lock them with that. I got a bolt thing on the top, the bar on the bottom. Oh, they're all there. But it's a big chunk of glass.
So what? What
kind
of
just throw a barbecue through it and you're in.
What kind of an alarm do you got? They could cut a hole. I mean, you have an alarm because they could cut a hole, a round hole in the glass and get through that way. And then
no, they
that
don't
whole
do that.
False security stuff makes me laugh because if you're a robber, you're just going to take a rock and then knock it through.
You knock
Especially
it through.
If you know that
the alarm goes off fine.
Yeah.
You're in and out before the cops even get there.
Although, if
you know what you're doing, you're in and out of a house.
You're not there trying to get the paintings off the walls, creeping down like on the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible gear. You're going in as a crook. You kind of know where most people keep money, jewelry, and that's what you're looking for. And you could grab it and be gone in a matter of minutes.
Definitely. All right, let's say hi to Dean. Dean, you got something?
Yeah, you guys really need to get that audio of Imus.
Yeah.
Bartlett fucking killed. He wished Jimmy a happy birthday.
Oh, my God.
He did a woo-hoo Robin. He made a comment about how Stern invented toilet paper in houses.
Houses. All right, listen. We're going to get that audio in a few minutes. We'll probably have it after the break.
Hey, Jim. Your 8-bill special just fucking rocked, man.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate
that. I was going to try to get you.
Yeah, the HBO special did rock.
Thank you.
People are suggesting
that
I install a moat and a drawbridge to keep in the spirit of my outfit.
See, I live in a building with a doorman and with security because I get nervous about that exact same thing. I'm paranoid, but I got people there that are there 24 hours.
You are somewhat safer in an apartment building, depending on what apartment it is.
Yeah.
When I was living in Brooklyn in an apartment, I didn't feel very safe in there.
Because you had, 2 keys to get in, right? But like if someone leaves the door open,
it's 2 keys. But, they were always propped open. The doorman was like some fidget you could have taken out with nothing. And it's just creepy. We talked about, the stairwells when the elevator's broken, and you just hear... up those stairs, those echoey stairs, and you look up and there's someone up there. Now you don't go. You gotta wait for them to leave. I gotta piss. I'm not gonna walk past them. Crack you in the head. Hi, do you know which apartment? Boom! Ding, 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 ding. That's it. Next thing you know, it was July, and now I'm hearing Christmas music.
You're in a hospital.
I'm in a hospital with smiling loved ones around going, "Too, I knew it.
What are we going to do with all these flowers?"
Oh, what was the last thing around? I was in a stairwell. The elevator was broke. It was a hot day. And you look out the window, whoosh, sparkling blue and green red lights.
Why is Mommy wearing a winter coat?
It was warm. I was in the stairwell. I remember the echo. There was a guy at the top of the stairs. He asked me a question, and now it's Christmas.
And I remember saying,
Yeah. I turned my head and went, I think that's 6A. And now I'm here. What happened?
All right. By the way, sorry, do you know how to get around that, by the way? If you're scared about walking up the steps, do what I do.
Yeah.
I had that once during the blackout. As I'm walking up the steps, and I just start singing, I'm a policeman on my way home from work. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And they
Making
hear
up
that.
musicals in your head.
Well, it's natural. That's probably what you do if you're a cop. You have to act like a cop so they don't bother you. That's just my...
I used to have to walk home from my job washing dishes many moons ago as a tot. I was like,
Did you finally just throw the apron
20s.
at the guy when Omar recruited you to get some cocaine from Hector?
Wash your own dishes. Yeah, and I'd walk home and it was 3 in the morning, and there'd be ruffians in the neighborhood, young ruffians.
Jesus.
And I guess that's the language I use.
Where were you coming home from, a Vic Morrow play?
Wow. And whenever I'd see him coming down the street, and I was walking, I would start just talking to myself all loud and say things like, "You motherfucker, fucking, I don't need that kind of shit," like that. Like you got crazy. You got to act like the crazy guy.
Why? Who was on the corner? James Lipton? You were afraid he was going to bother you? Confuse you with someone who could any acting ability whatsoever? That's the worst crazy guy impression I've ever heard.
I didn't say it was good. I was young and silly.
Why don't you just throw your hands up like Charles Nelson Riley and go, I'm a crazy person, cha-cha-cha.
Oh, don't tango with me, Butler.
Get away from me. I'm nuts.
I'll hit you with my ascot.
Crazy people never think they're crazy. That's what you never say.
know.
If you're trying to play crazy, you always act like you're completely sane and you tell the person.
Young. What did I know?
All right, we should break. Our bladders need a break.
I'll say.
When we get back, the fake firefighter story, which is...
Yes, now another thing that we got to deal with that I don't know how to defend.
And
against it.
I do.
In front of me, the Imus audio.
Imus.
Rob Bartlett doing his Brian Wilson impression and just plugging the show like crazy. We'll get that audio on after the break, okay?
Wow across America. True tales from the road.
Real people, real stories, real boobs.
I just got wowed by an old Guatemalan lady with an appendix scar in a meatpacking district. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I just got wide in Oklahoma, my girl, and a green Dodge pickup. Woo! That's a big old round, firm, fun bag with big old turkey nipples.
What's up, boys in Chicago representing? Hey, boys, I'm driving along here on the Eisenhower 290 West. It's 8:22 Central Time in the morning. I just put my WOW sticker on last night, and I just got flashed some delicious boobies. It was, I don't know what she looked like. She was hot. That's it, boys. The first one I've seen in Chicago. Hope to keep them coming. Thanks, boys. Love you.
If you get wowed, call the Opie and Anthony WOW line, 866-WOW-ME-05.
And if you need a WOW sticker, go to opieandanthony.com.
Very proud of my big tip.
That's right. I will be taking a meeting with one of our arch enemies in the very near future. People are trying to figure out who this arch enemy is. It will be revealed I don't know how this will ever work, but we'll at least have an open mind and at least get a free lunch out of it. I'm hungry, but I think it would be smart to at least listen.
Why not?
Doesn't hurt to listen, right?
Good point.
We'll see what happens. It's going to be very interesting.
A lot of people are, well, one guy.
What?
Agreeing with me about being afraid of a cop coming in and shooting them.
That's
Another guy is all worried and buying all kinds of alarm equipment and guns and wireless video cameras. You can get a pair for $25. Has night vision built in. They rig right up to a TV. They work great, and they're tiny.
Who was the guy who was agreeing with you about the cop shooting him? Was it Old Dirty at Yahoo?
Fear cells. Fear cells.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Some scary stuff out there.
They're doing gangbuster business.
Yeah.
You want to hear Rob Bartlett first?
Oh, of course.
All right, so Rob Bartlett on Imus as the Brian Wilson character. Once again, got to thank Imus. Helping the cause.
By the way,
since we rebuild our careers here. Yes, Jimmy Norton.
Since Rob Bartlett, I didn't know, is apparently in the Odd Couple play. What do you think the odds are that maybe, we can go see the play?
I would go.
I would, too.
Absolutely.
That would be great.
Taking a show with Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm a good show guy to go with.
Wear tuxedos?
No. You should see me and that fucking creep Steve just sitting there eating Twizzlers. Really uncomfortable.
Were you like, did you go in a Motorhead shirt or something? Or?
Yeah.
You people have ruined Broadway.
Oh, please, in the afternoon. They're lucky we showed up.
People like you should still be going with top hats on and canes.
That fucking sociopath just sitting there with his big dumb boots and his fucking 30 rings, eating at Twizzlers.
You know, you ruin it though. Some of you guys ruin the experience for people that want to make a real night of it, and like, I'm just talking about people that want to maybe get dressed up like it's a real night out, take a limo into the city, catch a show, nice dinner somewhere, and there's just some slob sitting in a goddamn Black Sabbath T-shirt, eating Twizzlers like he's at the fucking movie matinee watching a Schwarzenegger movie.
You know what? Well, I also ruin people's nights out who decide they want to go see some stand-up comedy. Because I'm... So fuck them. That's their big night out. Take your awful wife somewhere else. Sorry.
Are you suffering from amnesia?
Why?
I don't know. I think you feel like we're all supposed to be living like it's the turn of the 20th century.
The good old days, as I like to refer to them.
You want it to be 1917.
No, I just like a bit of
nostalgia,
civility. I like a bit of people acting accordingly. That's all.
All right, why don't we play this audio of Rob Bartlett on Imus? Once again, thank you to our friend Don Imus for helping the cause today.
Wait, hold on, Eric. Why'd you give me the number of tickets for Rob Bartlett? I was hoping that we, get one on the arm.
Oh, my God.
You want to pay for tickets?
God forbid we pay for something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, here we go. Rob Bartlett.
Let's please welcome to the program Brian Wilson. Good morning, Brian.
Hi, Opie. Hi, Anthony. Happy birthday, little Jimmy. And hi, all you whack bags in cyberspace. Congratulations on your first anniversary on XM. O&A Party Rock. Now, I know that the first anniversary symbol is supposed to be paper. And I was going to give you each a roll, but I used it all on Halloween TPing Howard Stern's house. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I invented that. Tell him, Fred.
Wow, man. That is fantastic.
The only person that doesn't realize that Howard Stern's a joke is Howard Stern.
Tell him, Fred.
He's become one big joke. Oh, crap, is that good. And then at the end of the segment, he did this for us today on Don Imus on MSNBC.
So be safe this flu season. Get a shot, stay away from Popeyes, and don't handle your bird if it's infected. You really shouldn't handle your burn anyway, Opie, because, you know, it can make you go blind. Or at least grow hair on your palms. Right, Anthony?
Right, Brian. Right.
Happy birthday, little Jimmy.
Thank you very much. What the hell is wrong with it?
27 after the hour.
Look how happy that makes me.
Happy birthday, little Jimmy.
I guess that bit's back, isn't it there, Opie?
I guess so. I guess they have a little bigger audience than us. All right, Bit is back on. Fuck.
Oh, good. Revived.
That is funny. Bravo. I guess they win. I guess Bartlett's in the lead for the Assault on the Media contest for November.
How about we send them some sort of a nice
My Fire song?
I think the entire I
believe Rob Bartlett's already listening. Obviously.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
I don't think Imus is listening, though. He can't be bothered with other radio shows.
Busy man.
Yeah.
I say that they get My Fires.
Oh, that's great.
No, I don't want people to dress like they did when me and Groucho used to hang out.
Yeah, we'll do that in a sec. We got to announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for October. But we promised the fake firefighter rapist story.
Scary.
This is unbelievable. You made a great point about this in the office, Anthony.
What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? How do you combat this one?
You can't. They're getting too smart out there.
Tricky.
And here at home, a manhunt continues for a fake firefighter in the city. Police say he used the disguise in an elaborate plan to sexually attack a woman. Fox 5's Catherine Craig covering this story in Chelsea this morning. Catherine, what's the latest word?
Well, Lucy, we know investigators have been talking with the victim, and residents living around this Chelsea neighborhood are wondering if the suspect specifically targeted this young woman. He apparently knew exactly where to go. He knew she would be alone, and he devised this frightening scheme to get into her apartment.
Someone posing as a fireman and getting in. Somebody was out for her.
It's a terrifying sex attack that has police searching for a man who dressed up like a firefighter.
Been nothing but detectives crawling the building.
Sources tell Fox 5 it started when the man lit 2 small fires in this Chelsea building, then knocked on a woman's apartment door. Detectives say he was wearing a firefighter's mask and was so convincing she came out of her apartment. That's when he allegedly pushed her back in, pulled out a gun, and sexually abused her. It all happened while real firefighters were putting out the flames.
All these fire trucks rolled up. I mean, at least 5 of them.
We opened the door and there were firemen coming up the stairs.
And police right now don't have a good description of the suspect, mainly because he had this gas mask on. You are asked to call Crime Stoppers, though, at 1-800-577-TIPS if information that could help police.
Wow.
Actually lit a fire.
Lit the fire. And then you knock on the door, and you're dressed as a fireman. In that case, you're not going to say, well, can I see some credentials? You know, there's flames behind him. He probably lights it, like, right behind him.
Yeah.
Excuse me, look. You know, so even if you look through the peephole, it's like, holy shit, there's a fire and a fireman.
He's got a lighter next to his head. Man, you want to come out?
And then, you know, what are you supposed to do? Not think that it's actually a fireman? And then there's real firemen on the scene. They come to put the fire out. So perhaps you're even hearing sirens.
How do
you combat that
How?
one? You don't.
Do you think there's a moment of clarity when you open the door and you go, say, this fireman's not wearing pants?
And the guy had some kind of like gas mask type of thing on, so they're never going to get this
so
guy.
that you don't get see his face. And he comes in and sexually abuses her.
But isn't there a better way to do it? Like, isn't there a less elaborate plan to impose a UPS guy where you just got to show up in a brown hat or a box?
I don't know. UPS, though, you got to have, what, some kind of electric clipboard? What do you need? What kind of, really, as far as UPS goes, maybe in suburban neighborhoods you could look out your window and if you see a big UPS truck outside your house, odds are it's a UPS guy. That would be like an elaborate thing, a guy at his house painting this big truck brown and UPS on the side.
Logo doesn't look quite right.
Right. Yeah. You're looking out there going, it
doesn't have the right stencils to make it.
No, yeah. He used a 5 for the S backwards.
It's just a car with UPS on it.
Yeah. Guy doesn't even want to go the distance to get the truck. And, you know, that, I don't know. In an apartment, though, yeah, there have been guys dressed like UPS. that knock on the door and look through the peephole and then open the door. You're done.
That's got to be an awful revelation, too. Where's my package? Oh, here it is. Looks like a gun in my face.
Oh,
yuck.
Package in my pants. Yeah. What do you do with the chain? You got the stupid chain on the door? Do those things work? You kick that door with the chain and forget about it. You're raping a girl with a big bloody lip, with a big door mark halfway down her face, and she was looking.
How many?
Out that fucking bammo.
How many locks do you have on your door at this time, Anthony?
I only have 2. I have the deadbolt and the regular
all right
knob lock.
I'm picturing deadbolts from the ceiling to the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Cumia, UPS.
My favorites are those ones in the city apartments. It's a bar that goes from like just under the knob to about 3 feet away from the door on the floor. Sticks in some hole that you have to drill and put some metal plate on the floor. Those are that'll secure your door. You need a big steel door. I don't like windows by the door either. Like nice decorative glass work that's either next to your door or in your door. You got the 4 panes of glass.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell would you do that?
It's decorative.
You put your hand through there.
But it's decorative.
There's the lock. Chicka Dunsky.
Let's say hi to Amy. Amy!
Hello.
What's up, Amy?
Morning, boys. Love you boys, by the way.
Thank you.
Big fan. You're missing the better, creepier part of this story, that he spent the entire night, he cooked himself a meal, and tried on all of her shoes.
Did he really?
This is the same guy?
Well, he couldn't leave as the firemen were there, and they're probably there for quite some time.
The meal I understand. The shoes, if he's raping her, I don't.
Did he use chloroform? Are they saying that?
Yes.
Chloroform, nice.
Yes.
Jesus.
Extremely creepy, yes. I'm a city dweller, too, and very nice. I'm thrilled.
So she was knocked out the whole time?
Basically. Tied up and knocked out.
All right, Amy, thanks for
Did he hurt her or no?
Thank you. I don't know. They said he assaulted her a little bit, but...
yeah.
Yeah, to add insult to injury. Well, love you very much, boys.
All right, thanks, Amy.
How
Bye.
big were her feet? Did they fit? Fucking creepy naked man with a fireman's mask and a fucking rag in his hand trying on your shoes. It's lovely.
Hey, where's Martini Steve? Did he have a good time at the party? You could never tell with him.
No, he's just teetering.
I think he was doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Did he do any Jaeger?
I don't know what he did.
Everyone else did.
He was very quiet, I noticed. Here comes Steve. Steve, did you have fun at the party?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I was more restrained than I usually was, just because I knew Ben and I were going to be running around working and stuff like that.
Right.
But and as I saw some of the other guys drinking, I just knew that I had to sort of hold back.
Oh, you had to be the guy?
You had to be the guy?
I didn't.
Wow.
You know what? Well,
we are in trouble.
What?
This organization is
that
in
you're
deep
the
trouble
voice of reason. You're the guy that decided not to drink as much.
I've had too many episodes in the past, and I don't want to call anybody out because I've had too many of those episodes in the past where I've been the drunk asshole. So
did you have any Jaeger?
I had one shot of Jaeger.
Oh, one.
And then I was drinking beers, and then I felt myself starting to like list to one side, and that's when I hit the soda, and that's when I started to pull myself out of it.
Erect,
that head
perfectly
shakes.
standing perfectly straight, and just his head kind of
moving.
bobbling back.
Is that what happened?
Fine.
I didn't even notice. I didn't realize I did.
I have another club soda, please.
What's this audio of this Illinois cop?
That was sent overnight by, I guess, one of the guys he used to work with. The guy just decided he didn't want to be a cop anymore, and this was his sign-off over the police radio. He said, gave his notice, and this was the final thing he said on the police radio as he, left the job.
Second, 229. 229. 1042. Thank you for everything. Your mom's box. 10-4, good luck.
Yeah.
He quit by saying your mom's box?
Yeah, he did.
Our legendary sign-off?
That is the sign-off.
That's the sign-off when
you're not coming back.
When you're done with this radio show. He's got to be a fan of the program, huh?
Yeah, he is.
Is that what they do when they're quitting and stuff? They give them one last thing on the police radio?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's the first one I've ever heard.
It sounded very formal. Like, it's just something they allow you to do as long as you're just,
Maybe.
You're not in trouble and you're just quitting the job.
Maybe he just blurted it out.
Yeah. What are they going to do?
Oh, good luck.
Oh, I got to hear that again.
Second, 229. 229. 1042. Thank you for everything. Your mom's box.
10-4, good luck.
10-4 on
10-4,
your mom's box. Good luck.
10-4.
Investigating some mother's box? What,
Yeah.
What's the call they're on? Some
all
mother
out-
in a box?
Is an all-out police pursuit because that means something else.
Yeah. We have one from, 85? Around there?
Challenger, you have go for throttle up, your mom's box.
Wow.
Too soon?
A
All right.
1985
Was it 85?
joke.
I hope it was.
No.
It was 80.
Well, actually,
86,
it was
87.
85 going into 86. I was in rehab, so it was January of 86.
January 86. Yeah, I know it was somewhere around there.
Close enough, though.
Just
The dates don't all have to be accurate here on the program.
No, I think
for a few chuckles.
I think they'll give us a little leeway. We got the Hanson brothers coming in today.
No, the Hanson brothers are the hockey players.
Hanson triplets.
This is Hanson.
Yeah,
band.
But they're all Hansons. So
Yeah.
they're the Hanson brothers.
Yeah, but if you talk about the Hanson brothers, then everyone thinks of the movie Slapshot and thinks of the hockey players.
We're talking about
hey, coach,
we're talking about the bop guys.
which I'm sure they love being referred to as.
All right, look, there's three of them,
10
there's
years
three of us.
later.
I got dibs on Taylor. You guys fight over Zach and Isaac.
Holy crap! What are we going to talk to these guys about?
Well, I'm sure they're still recording music. What is this?
Bop.
Oh, is this?
Eric found that quickly.
Now, this is how long
Sure
ago?
did. Hold on, this is
97?
It had to be around 97, right?
I'm trying to hear the words.
Just moaning.
I love this better when it was called the Jackson 5.
Voice was pretty high back then. Wow. Wow, brings back such memories.
Yeah, sure. That van door closing.
Where's your... Oh, my God. They must hate this. Although the cat keeps rolling in.
Yeah.
Oh, you liking it, Jimmy?
Yeah, I just
Clapping your hands and everything?
suddenly realized that I'm going to have to get my group photo the moment they come in.
Hey,
If Disturbed wants to impress me, remake that one.
Exactly.
Come on.
they did land a confusion.
I know, and they did a good job. I
Well,
want to hear them do
Opie,
that.
who got us this guest? Where's the booker? I'm not even asking to be a smartass or to be negative. I'm just curious.
I don't know. We were going on vacation, so we said yes to everything because we just didn't want to be bothered. And now this is what we have to deal with.
Let me just
after
throw out a little
vacation.
thing. Hey, Ben, you might want to lower the office window curtain.
All right, just keep it like that for now. The best of Hanson. The best of Hanson. I will give someone $100 right now if they can name one more Hanson song.
Hawk?
Except for Faggy over here.
That was actually playing out of his iPod.
I would bet money that Eric would be the only one that would come up with another Hanson song.
What's another one? Eric has a music knowledge that's pretty impressive.
Don't look. You looked.
No, I knew.
Did they have another hit?
Yeah.
What was it?
Where's the love?
Where's the
How's
love?
it go, Eric?
How did that one?
You do
what?
know.
No, I don't know that one. I just remember the title.
The best of Hanson.
Where is it?
Are they going to have Bop, I don't know, on the CD 5 times?
You know, there's probably a lot more Hanson than we... How many albums they put out? I didn't even know. Well, you know what, guys? Let's not be nutty. These are the things that we should be asking them.
No, didn't they have a strict, Christian upbringing?
Yes, they did.
They did? And Taylor married, the first girl, a fan?
I like
How
that.
old were his fans? Like 14?
Oh, my God. All right, we'll do something with Hanson. They're coming in at 10:30 or so.
Oh, cool.
Best of Hanson.
Used to tour with their parents. I remember that because I worked at a Hanson show in Boston.
You worked a Hanson show?
Not exactly
there's
the
some
most
common ground.
security intensive, jobs, but I mean they tour with their parents. This whole big family, bus, and there's mobs of 13-year-olds. I don't know if that's still the case, but
Hi, do you remember me? I was at your show at the Tweeter Center. I was the one yelling Isaac and crying.
Never volunteer information. Just shut the fuck up.
You can punch him anytime, Steve.
No, but then he'll be dead, and there's just a part of Jimmy I love.
Get punched. Bop.
Yes, it's very accurate. Thank you so much.
All right, well, we have that to look forward to.
What was the other
today.
song?
Derek,
where's
you have the other one?
Where's the
I
love?
at least wanted a piece of it.
Why?
Sounds like Bop, Fast Motion.
Oh, I remember.
Now we're talking.
You remember dancing around to this one?
I certainly do.
At Axis, or where were you?
Mamakin.
Mamakin. I remember this one. Yeah. All right, that's all we need.
I don't remember that one. Maybe I needed a little more.
No, you didn't.
But I like Where's the Love.
You hate it.
I don't, Opie.
You don't love love.
I do.
You hate love.
I like love.
Love doesn't like you.
Love loves me.
Love hates you.
Love likes me. Love finds me fun to toy with.
We could have an OCD face-off, no problem.
No, there's only so many options you could have.
I know.
Didn't Jay Moore want to have sex with little Zach?
Yeah.
He used to talk about...
Was it Zach?
The drummer.
Yeah,
the little drummer.
No one ever wanted Isaac.
Actually, Isaac, as I recall on the show a couple of times, somebody may have called him the Frankenhansen.
Well, I might have to remind Isaac
as the
who that person
older
was when he comes in here.
Who was it?
I'm looking at him right now. He's
Jimmy.
He's the person that is turning into a creep in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Bop, Lily. Well, it's just you had Lil Zach on the drums and cute Taylor singing, and then Isaac was like the older one already, and he would play guitar, and it just kind of didn't fit, and he was just like, "Grandpa, get me the guitar." Bop. Bop, bop. Taylor, get down from that tree immediately. Grandpa, we're doing bop again.
Are you trying to say he had kind of a square face?
Well, it was sort of, if any of the three Hanson boys had to be Frankenhansen, I think it would have been Isaac. Will we play bop again tonight? No. I won't. Dust comes out of the stage.
His big oversized shoes, boots, whatever the hell he wore.
Yeah. He would tune up his guitar and then also turn the bolts on his neck.
This reminds me of something Daryl was talking about last night.
Oh, no.
My brother Darren, whose new name is Daryl for...
Daryl.
That's a drunken night when people change your name. But my brother Darren was talking about the time he went down to spring break.
Yeah.
The Modern English?
Modern English with I'll Melt For You.
Yes.
You might remember that finely crafted pop tune from the 80s. They were opening for The Fix in Fort Lauderdale on the beach.
The Fix?
The Fix.
Who had their fair share.
Of
Well, they had a bunch of hits.
Yeah, they lasted.
Modern English, they'll try to tell you they had more hits besides I'll Melt With You, but they just didn't.
Beach full of people, thousands of people just waiting. Play I'll Melt For You.
Right.
Enough of this other crap.
All they want to hear.
They play it, finally. The place going crazy, going nuts. So, there it is. Nice. Here's me on the beach. Trying to get some puss and getting nothing. And the song ends. They start playing other hits or whatever it was they had. People doing nothing, just like, what the fuck, get to the fix. So what do? They play it again.
Oh, man.
But wait, it gets even better. The song ends and the frenzied crowd still waiting for the fix to come on. They come on for a pseudo encore, and what do they play? I'll Melt For You for the third time in the same half-hour concert.
There are so many bands that do that. They'll start the show with the hit, and then that's all they really have. So then at the end of their set, they'll play it again, thinking maybe people forgot or they came late to the venue.
Wow.
Or
You have that lead singer with his gay hat, you know, just dancing around. Like, oh, please.
3 times.
3 times.
There's no fucking need for that.
The last time they changed the tempo a little bit. Like, ooh,
did
let's
they?
throw him a little curve. But
Play a little reggae or something.
a little slower.
Please remind the little Hanson of how Jay Moore called him Chaka from Land of the Lost. Chaka.
Chaka.
Wow. Some really nasty things were said about the Hanson boys.
All right, when we get back, we're going to announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for October.
Mm-hmm.
Did Sonny Forelli pull it out in the end?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't read any of his emails because I banned him.
There's a brand new one that happened Halloween night in Boston.
I didn't.
And we'll play that one for everybody, and then we'll decide who had the best Assault on the Media for the month of October.
It's crazy. This is what it's all about.
Oh, I love this.
Wow.
T-Show 36 double D's. T-Show 36 double D's.
Shoving your breasts in everyone's face.
36 double D's. T-Show 36 double D's.
Oh, wow. He just will her down. Will her down. He just will her down anywhere.
With the Mound Wednesday.
She'll flash it. She'll flash it.
Hey, I'm all for it.
She'll flash it.
And there's boobs in your face.
I'm all for it.
Breast.
Hey. This is what it's all about.
Oh, I love this.
Wow.
Whip them fuckers out.
This is fantastic.
Wow.
Wow. That's why we call it wow.
Talk about the boobies.
Take your bra and take it off now.
Well, congratulations to Denver. Gotta say that first. Denver voters have passed a measure that makes it legal for residents over 21 to possess up to an ounce of marijuana.
Wow.
How about that? Residents, so I guess does that mean you can't be like some guy traveling through or something? It says residents of Denver, Colorado can possess up to an ounce of pot.
Isn't that a lot?
How
much
an
is
ounce is a lot. An OZ, man. It's like a 4-finger lid.
That can't be real.
It's on Channel 9 News, the NBC affiliate.
Why would they allow that?
They voted. Let's see. The measure, known as initiated question 100, was leading by a margin of 53 to 47, with 96% of the votes tabulated. Opponents said they will have no practical effect because it will be trumped by Colorado state law. So it's local, Denver law? But the Colorado state law overrides it? What the fuck are these politicians doing? So they say you can, but if you do, you're going to get arrested because the state of Colorado says you can't?
Oh, I don't know. It's all just so confusing to me.
Unbelievable.
So it was passed, but
the state, could get in the way. This is what's wrong. with the way our politics work. Unbelievable. But, yeah, I found that on Fark, but I like Fark's headline over here about that show Over There. It's that FX show about the war going on in Iraq. It says, Hollywood's graphic TV show Over There on FX shut down after only 13 weeks on the air. Meanwhile, the real Over There will continue its third season, despite low ratings, graphic content, and crappy acting in D.C.
Wow.
That is a damn shame.
Yep.
Love that. Fark.com. That's where I get my news.
There's a live fire in Chelsea, and they're doing live reports right now.
Sure it's not a rape?
I kind of know where that is, too.
Going on. Oh, Ben was like, dude, that's by my house, dude.
No, but there's a walkway over the road in between the two buildings.
Oh, yeah. They just showed it. That's in a parking garage?
Yeah.
At this point...
They just walk in with your ticket. My car, please? No problem.
At this point, every time I see a live shot, I'm just expecting an assault on the media. Yeah. All right, we should get into the assault on the media thing. Where's Sonny Ferrelli's last-minute entry?
Last minute.
Well, that
snuck it in under the wire. Was it before midnight?
You think it's that one? You sure? Okay. Thank you, Hawk. Hawk very excited. He gets to find out who he goes to dinner with.
Ooh, that's right. He's part of the prize.
Who passes him up?
It's an option now.
Right.
It's an option, like you could put a check mark whether you want to have him involved or not.
Well, the winners have
taxes. Would you like to donate $1 to the presidential re-election fund? No. Would you like Hawk on your dinner? No.
Well, you're the undercarriage wash at most, like little...
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're going to want that true coat.
The winners have been emailing asking, do they have to? So now we're making it optional.
Yeah. He's an option.
Poor E-Rock. Gets no respect around here whatsoever. All right, so this happened Halloween while we were at the Hard Rock Cafe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Ferrelli hit Channel 4 reporter Bill Shields in Boston. I guess he was doing a Halloween story or something like that. Is the video up on opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com? I haven't seen the video yet.
I have not seen it yet.
I've heard the audio. The audio is terrific. Got to tell you, it's terrific.
That's terrific.
I don't know. I don't really have the setup. I'd like to see the video. All right, we'll play the audio here. It's Sonny Ferrelli
lining it up for us
on Halloween.
I like my get-up. Looks pretty good. Huh?
Very nice.
My friends around here. Everywhere here. Salem is the place to be.
You can get...
Wow. Hey, that's pretty good. What a set of nuts.
That's great, isn't it?
The guy with a bullhorn.
Sonny Ferrelli. They were doing their dumb Halloween story in Salem, Massachusetts.
Did they give up?
Huh?
I got to see the video. It sounds like he just gave up.
I think there was a little more to it than that. But that's the clip we got. Here it is again.
I like my get-up. Looks pretty good. Huh?
Very nice.
My friends around here.
No, it's great. That's the reporter, Bill Shields.
Yeah.
Talking back to the news people there saying, hey, how do you like my get-up? I guess he was dressed in some kind of
probably
costume.
In a costume,
all
sure.
goofy and stuff, and he got nailed.
All fun and games until you get the assault.
Right, here's Sonny Ferrelli.
I like my get-up. Looks pretty good. Huh?
Very nice.
My friends around here. Everywhere here. Salem is the place to be.
He's got the megaphone and everything.
Did they show him?
Oh, there he is. You can see him. Okay.
Now, it seems like they cut away from the video feed. Did they? Went to something else? I'm going to have to watch the audio with the video.
Yes.
Watch the audio.
Well, there he is. You can't really see him. We know it's him.
Yeah.
And then he realized he's not in the shot. He comes back and makes sure that you can see him on his megaphone screaming Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio.
Good job.
Opie and Anthony on XM Satellite Radio.
Clear as a bell.
It's on opieandanthony.com and foundrymusic.com. Sonny Ferrelli hitting Channel 4 up there in Boston on Halloween.
The reporter seems to have given up.
Well, he's... Let's play it again because you hear the reporter trying to talk over him.
Yeah, but he's got a bullhorn.
And then he gives up on the second, saying of the thing.
I like my get-up. Looks pretty good. Huh?
Very nice.
My friends around here. Everywhere here. Salem is the place to be.
You can get.
You're so right, Andy. Just gave up.
He gave up and let him just say what he wanted to say.
He couldn't concentrate anymore.
The bullhorn rules.
Yeah.
The Pest won.
Fast Freddy, Sonny wins. Diction matched only by Steve. Perfect.
It was a perfect assault on the media, Ant?
Yep.
What do you think?
That was.
Well, we had the whole gang around here vote on the winner of the Assault on the Media contest. The prizes for October were pretty good, but we're still looking for better prizes, I got to tell you.
Yeah, always in search of better prizes.
The winner for October will win a MiFi. Also, they will win a 1-year free subscription for their new MiFi. They also will win dinner with our own E-Rock at Paisanos of Mulberry Street in Little Italy. And then in parentheses it says E-Rock optional. World Poker Tour Season 2 on DVD, a Ministry of Sound Stick Axe music mixer, and finally admission to the Opie and Anthony Show studios to watch the show live through a glass partition in a beekeeper outfit. Beekeeper outfit optional.
Right.
So there you have it. And the contest for November starts up immediately.
Yep.
And Rob Bartlett from Imus is in the lead.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 5 that were in the running this month. Actually, there were more than 5, but these were the 5 best ones, Anthony. We should play the ones that didn't make it. E-Rock, how am I going to figure this out?
Help him.
E-Rock.
How am I going to figure this out?
Don't start thinking about what you're ordering at Paisano.
Yeah.
Huh?
You'll get nothing.
Oh, it goes this way? Yeah. Oh, you rock. E-Rock rocks.
Oof.
He sure does.
In 5th place, Anthony, the Assault on the Media contest for October. It was a story in Perth Amboy. We don't know the pest's name, but he attacked ABC TV reporter Jeff Pegas.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Steve and Hawk are talking to each other. Very important.
What happened?
Oh, okay.
Steve,
all right,
yes.
Good. All right, good. You had that. I just wanted to make sure you had that one and you weren't reading.
All righty. Okay.
That's right. Beat it, tight shirt.
Sorry, Jimmy. We can't all wear oversized shirts that mask our mushiness.
Wow, he's hugging Jimmy and mushing his
You
boobies.
squeezed his man boob.
So squeezable though.
You went in for a little squeeze.
You got a little cup of
It's a tight shirt you have on.
Certainly is.
It is.
Here's 5th place. All the videos are up on the website, Steve. That's right.
The search dogs actually missed the 10-year-old boy the first time they went by that house. Don't know if that matters now. He's a little dehydrated with a few cuts and bruises, but he'll be okay. We're live in Perth Amboy tonight with some company. Jeff Begay, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Everybody's celebrating out there. Jeffrey, thank you. Now
Everybody's celebrating out there.
All right, this one I liked a lot because they started a new trend where they try to engage the reporter in conversation.
Yeah.
We kind of suggested that, and this guy took our suggestion and went with it. And the reporter was so annoyed, he was actually pushing the pest out of the shot by the end of it. Very annoyed. And then the newsreader back at the studio was like, everyone's celebrating out there.
Trying to pawn it off like he's just drunk.
Right, can't acknowledge the fact that it's something much different than what he's trying to say it is. So there you go. That's 5th place. We like that one a lot. 4th place, Anthony. Poor Jim Dolan. ABC 7 here in New York City. The pest's name, Sock Stud Steve. SOC Stud Steve.
All right.
Would that be Sock? Am I
That guy's face in this shot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've seen that for the first time, Jimmy? Yeah.
His dumb head, he just pokes it in.
Yeah, the pest just very subtle. I liked
funny.
I liked how it was subtle, too. He just pokes his face into the shot. It's like, hey, you listen to Opie and Anthony?
Just taking a little peek.
Just taking a little peek around.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey.
What are you doing in this frame?
Hey.
That guy
Opie
wanted
Anthony.
to punch him so bad. All right, here's 4th place.
How you like my get-up? Looks pretty good, huh?
That would not be 4th
Opie.
place.
Oh, that's the other one we just...
Bill, this started in Iraq when 3 insurgents were captured by American authorities, and one of them told the interrogators a story about a plan already in place, he said, to plant explosives on the New York City subway system. Now, that plan is already causing the mayor to ratchet up security and tell commuters to watch out.
Can you see the guy? No. Just shouting?
Yeah, it's great. He's just in the background, yelling and screaming. He's in the middle of the subway on the Upper West Side, and there's a black guy walking by.
Oh, there he is, jumping.
Doing gang signs. Yeah, he's jumping up and down.
He's jumping a little bit.
He made Jim Dolan look to his right. So that was 4th place. All right. We're up to third place. Third place winner for the Assault on the Media contest for October. He wins. Does he win anything? Do we know what he wins? He wins the knowledge that he came in third place.
That's it?
Jeez. Is that it, really?
A big hearty congrats.
That's all he gets. What does he get? There's nothing listed.
Nothing.
He gets nothing.
Oh.
Just the knowledge that he came in third place. All right.
Third, you'd think you'd get a ribbon, something.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That seat cushion. What about one of those XM seat cushions for sporting events?
Right.
They're wafer thin.
Yeah. You wafer thin seat cushion,
wafer
sir?
thin.
And, yeah, no surprise that we fucked up again. Jesus.
These never go smoothly, our little countdowns.
Dude, this third place doesn't match up with this third place.
Now what?
Now what?
Now what?
Oh, my God. Can't we get one thing right on this show?
No, never.
What's going on with this radio program?
Yeah, see, that doesn't match. See, that's different than that.
Will any meetings with arch enemies help things like this?
I will be taking a meeting very soon with an arch enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
I have no choice.
Can I guess?
I have no choice. So what do we do? What do we do?
Which third place?
I say one thing we do is we enjoy the laughter coming out of that booth.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've never seen a happier group.
Yeah, we got to start miking that booth.
They love when it falls apart.
So we're all
because
just
it's Iraq's fault.
I guess we'll all just sit here and stare.
Iraq, any suggestions on what to do?
This is the official third place?
Yeah.
But we already played that as fourth place.
Yeah.
Actually,
well, how did that happen?
We played this as fifth place, but it's third place up here.
You know, they're all winners.
Good point, Ed.
Really think about it.
How about I do something really crazy and play No Filter Paul's?
Uh-huh.
No Filter Paul.
Ah, here comes Steve.
Steve will straighten it out.
Now
Steve.
we'll get all straightened out.
Steve, we need your help.
Hey, buddy.
These are the actual winners, right?
Yeah, that's what you
Hold on.
Sorry about that. I don't know, just making sure you...
Okay, thank you. Those top three are the ones that you asked for this morning. You wanted first place, second place, third place.
I got that.
As we voted for them. Those were the 5 finalists on the other sheet.
Third place?
I'm sorry, third.
People get a little nervous when their jobs are on the line.
Whoa. Not my fault at all.
That's what I was going to say,
okay.
Steve. Give me a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is Steve did it correctly.
Right.
Now I turn to my left and look at Iraq.
Oh, boy. Iraq, what happened? How did this get screwed up?
I thought that was the order that we
Now, how would you think it's the order? Did you just make it up in your head, or did you get an official document like Steve got that told you who was first, second, and third?
Steve, who did it correctly.
Right.
That's right.
Where did you get your information?
Based on that. When I saw that, I thought
Wait, no,
that was the order.
you wrote that! You wrote that! You can't base the information on that piece of paper based on the piece of paper.
I didn't write that.
Where did that come from?
That was handed to me this morning, and I thought that was the order. That came
What
later.
made you think that was the order? Who handed that to you and said, here's the order?
Yeah.
Don't have an answer for that.
There you go. I love when...
What soon-to-be headed over to Sirius individual did that?
They are all loving.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry, Hawk. I just love when you're in this shit. God, do they enjoy it.
Elo listens to every minute of this program.
Yeah.
A little communique to Elo. I'm free for lunch.
Oh, no.
I don't even need to think about it anymore. I'm free for lunch. All right, so, yeah. Well, let's play Paul Fields. No Filter Paul did not make the top 3.
Oh,
no.
He tried very hard.
So we'll play this, and then we'll figure the rest out.
I saw him yesterday. He was complaining.
He was? Why?
I don't know. I think he knew.
This is No Filter Paul. He sounded like a complete lunatic. And he was the only assault on the media for October that was nationwide. He hit Fox News.
Todd Connor joins us live from New York Times Square. Todd? Hey there, Greta. Mayor Michael Bloomberg is spending his day defending his actions to make the threat public and also to flood the city subways with thousands of police officers and extra security, saying he would rather err on the side of caution. And of course, many subways also being rather cautious today. Reporters reporting countless abandoned bags and other suspicious items. This bag found on train tracks in Midtown. Police closing.
It sounds like he's yelling and runs into a pole, doesn't it? Like, I always thought it kind of sounded like he got grabbed and pulled away, but it sounds like he's running full speed trying to get into the frame and runs into a pole.
This contest is so weird because when that one hit, I was convinced no one was going to beat him.
Yep.
And pretty much 3 other guys beat him this month. The other one that wasn't in the running, wow, am I confused? Okay, I guess it was the one, the subway one we did before this.
Mm-hmm.
That actually did not come in third place. That was out of the running as well. All right, now I think we're on track here.
What contest is this?
Wait, but that one is holy.
What the?
Holy.
But.
Okay, all right. Even though you heard this already, we're gonna have to replay it. This is third place. Now we're set. This is
Paul's
third
was
place.
fourth.
Well, we didn't pick fourth or fifth.
Oh, so, okay.
He was just out of the running, but he was one of the top 5. Sure. All right, third place. Assault on the Media contest for October. It was this one. We just played it, but let's play it again here. The subtle approach.
The search dogs actually missed the 10-year-old boy the first time they went by that house. Don't know if that matters now. He's a little dehydrated with a few cuts and bruises, but he'll be okay. We're live in Perth Amboy tonight with some company. Jeff Begay, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Everybody celebrating out there. Jeffrey, thank you. Now
They're not celebrating.
Do you listen to Opie and Anthony at all?
They're not celebrating. They're assaulting you, sir. That's one of our pets. They're all over the place. All right, so that's third. The runner-up, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The runner-up for the Assault on the Media contest for October.
Runner-up.
Runner-up.
Very excited.
Channel 7 here in New York again. They got beat up this month.
Yeah,
they really did get beat up at Channel 7 in New York. It was Joe Torres in New Jersey, and the pest's name is John from New Jersey. Second place. Nathaniel, why the whisper?
Why whispering, sweetie? What's going on? Let's get to the bottom of this right now.
Oh, no.
Dan?
Oh, boy.
I just was relaying an idea to help for the number 1 thing, to have a sound effect ready for Anthony.
Oh, boy.
What sound effect?
What sound effect?
Which one, Dan? Which sound effect would bring this whole thing together and make it even funnier?
There is none on the planet.
But we like to try here. So
yes, Derek suggested. There goes the buck.
Derek suggested
that we'd have the timpani ready.
Oh, the timpani that we always never have.
We're all just so excited right now.
When it's we always. Now Hawk will come over here and just go through my stuff for an hour.
Now Hawk is now trying to find it.
And he'll look confused like Eric does. He just looks up and shakes his head like, gee whiz, what's going on?
It was here a minute ago.
Oh, he's got it.
There
It's
it
good.
is right there.
I always say it. He's good.
The one that looks like temp.
So Ant's ready to play that for the winner of the Assault on the Media contest.
All right.
But here's the runner-up.
What? Too soon?
I think it's perfect.
What? Too soon? What happened? All right, we ready? Now, third place. No? Not yet?
Do it again. And now, the list of people keeping their jobs on the Opie and Anthony show are...
All right. We're ready. Number 1 is... What is...
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, we have plenty of whammies on this show. We got too many whammies on the board. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
The runner-up for the Assault on the Media contest for October, yes. Channel 7 here in New York City. Joe Torres. And the pest, John from New Jersey.
Mother Nature's trifecta of high tides, steady winds, blowing rains, etc. forced the lake to spill over on both sides, and the result was evacuation on lakefront homes and also nearby.
All right, why didn't that guy win?
That's a good one.
Wow, what a silly goose he is. He's all behind him.
Yeah.
He really should be shooting himself on a toilet.
Why
too.
didn't that guy win? I'm looking at the video. He's the guy that was fake pulling his hair out of his head.
Yeah.
Jumping up and down behind the
genius.
reporter. Who didn't vote for this guy?
You? Hawk? You didn't
I
vote for him?
completely disagree with the winner of the contest now.
Wow.
Completely.
We're going to have to step in. Isn't that funny? He's like fake pulling his hair out.
Are you guys hungover still? That guy should have won, in my opinion.
Uh-oh, controversy.
How is he listed on the big sheet?
He's in second place.
No, what was it listed as? Assault on the media? Did it say anything?
No. No, these guys watched all the videos, right? Yeah, they watched all the videos and then decided visually. And
didn't have any kind of, I don't know, the America's Funniest Home Video thing. And now, man, getting hit with golf ball. Nothing like that in the list of... Because I'm thinking he just kind of went, yeah, number 2. Like when you voted.
Who voted for this guy?
Did you watch these before
Anybody?
you voted? Or is it based on memory?
Travis didn't watch? Did you vote, Travis?
Oh, no. Someone's
See,
got
that's why I'm thinking this just instead... It didn't get a guy... See, if it would have been guy fake pulling hair out, assault, you'd go, oh, I remember that. That was funny. If it's just Lock Arbor or whatever... What's that?
What's it called?
Lock Arbor.
Yeah, if it's just Lock Arbor Channel 7, you're going to go, what the fuck is that?
This guy had perfect timing, too. Listen to the timing again. The reporter set him up perfectly.
Mother Nature's trifecta of high tides, steady winds, blowing rains, etc. forced the lake to spill over on both sides, and the result was evacuation on lakefront homes and also nearby.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Clear as day, and the visual is the guy pulling his hair out.
It's a big,
how did this guy lose?
Big fat kid jumping around behind him.
Yeah.
It's great.
Are we allowed to jump in here or no? What are the official rules of the contest?
Rules.
Travis, what were you saying?
What happened, Travis?
No, at like 7:15 in the morning, Steve comes to me with the list.
Steve, let me say again, the buck just passed. I like pointing out these subtleties to the listeners. Whenever you hear any of the subordinates say another name, he is blaming that person. So like you heard Than say, well, Derek suggested the timpani. He was saying, so Derek could be blamed if it bombs. Now you just said, well, at 7:15, Steve came in. Boom. Steve. Steve is now responsible. All the shit's been taken off of you now.
That's right. Wait a take a chance, Travis. What I did was I wrote, the list that you have in your hand, of the 5. I walked around to everybody on the staff and said, who do you think should win? And I ran down the list of assaults, assuming that everybody knew which one was which.
I don't know if you would know. Let me see that list for a second.
Oh, my
but
God.
I did a complete description of which one.
The voting is tainted.
Would it be tainted?
Well, last month, people actually had to look, sit in front of a computer and take a quick look.
No. I won't read off the ones we haven't done yet, but, I mean, something like Perth Amboy Pest.
See, well, I'm operating under the assumption everybody
ABC7
knows.
Reporter
Who
Jim
voted?
Dolan.
Who voted?
Everybody. Everybody with the exception of
Who
the
voted
interns.
without seeing the videos? Travis? Eric?
Wait, you hadn't seen them?
No, I've seen them, but not this morning.
They needed to see them this morning.
Oh, they all need to see them this morning. See, that was what Ben and I were discussing back in the office. We're like, do we want to send out the email? Do we want to do this? Do we just want to print it out and go around to everybody?
Last month, you just set it up at a computer, and people that work here, they take 5 minutes. I mean, each assault's only 15, 20 seconds long. How tough could it be to look at 5, 6 videos real fast?
Bad voting system.
Oh my God!
Bad voting system.
No. I'm not shirking blame if it's my fault for assuming that these guys all know that the assaults are.
I have to step in. These guys work way too hard as pests out there.
Okay.
There's pride. There's honor. There's like bragging rights. I mean, these people become instant celebrities, and we're just kind of like, I think I remember that one. I'll vote for that one. No way.
Fucking Iraqis are doing a better job of getting a vote across than this radio program.
Wow.
Crash.
And what do you think?
Yeah, I think the voting
Recount!
was screwed.
Recount!
Can we do that?
We got some hanging chads.
Some hanging chads? Wow. Truth teller from Whackbag. The reason he didn't win is he's not an inbred, like the butt kiss ass fuck interns, especially Than, who was a big dick suck of a Whackbag jerk off.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jesus. Sincerely, Travis.
Couldn't be any closer to the truth.
Wow.
Yeah. You're a big dick suck of a Whackbag jerk off?
You are really taking some heat.
Who's that from?
I don't know, some guy from Whackbag.
Yeah.
Well, I told him.
Did you look at the videos today?
I screwed up. How's that for a new one in here?
I screwed up. Actually claiming responsibility for something.
I did not. I saw the list that Steve had, and now I disagree with how I voted. So.
Wow.
Who'd you vote for?
No, don't even say, because we got to do a revote. This is too important to the people out there.
Well, what
to the people doing this? I'm
was
serious.
Was there one more ahead of this? This was second place.
We were about to announce the winner, and I was fine with the voting. I'll be honest with you, until I saw that guy. And
fake pull out hair guy.
And I'll explain why after we officially announced the winner.
Mm-hmm.
But that made me suspicious.
Ooh. Ooh.
We got to revote. Can we do that?
Sure. Well, I think now it's going to be 11-0.
No.
Sir.
Don't be influenced by what I'm saying. I just think it was obvious to me that some of these guys did not actually see the videos. That's all.
Not recently.
So we have to. All right. So from now on, what we'll do is we'll just send links out to everybody, and you can take a look at them that morning.
Last month we did it, where people just sat down and watched the videos real fast.
No, my thing is,
it takes 10 minutes in the morning. That's it.
I'm assuming that everybody remembers what these things look at, because personally, I've seen them all, a dozen times each, so I remember.
You could actually remember if there was any hint whatsoever what they were about on that list. Right. It was something that says Channel 7 ABC News and has the reporter's name. Gives you no indication of which one that was. If it's guy jumping up and down pulling hair out,
right.
Now you remember what that was.
Well, when I walked around to everybody, I did give them a description of what it was.
Yeah, but from now on, why wouldn't they watch the videos? It's not like it's a half-hour video and very time-consuming. It's very quick because you may forget.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, I remembered that guy, but his audio is crystal clear that I didn't remember that. So
Yeah.
Okay, recount.
Yeah, let's do it immediately. Immediately. Can we vote too? Should we vote?
Yeah, we should vote.
And I have a question too, off the subject, just to remind you for later. Is there audio of a particular puppet bad-mouthing this radio show?
Oh, bad-mouthing me, I guess. What's
It's coming.
Who is it? Insult comic? Triumph. Yeah. He's got to be pretty proud of that. That gag was funny for a few minutes on Conan. Jesus.
Well, have we heard the audio?
Make a life and career out of it? Holy shit. Matt in Massachusetts, what's up?
Oh, you guys gotta start firing people around here. They're fucking killing you.
Got to start firing people. Have we fired anyone yet?
No.
I know we've just had it, but we've
honestly, in the end,
bumped heads with a few interns, but
honestly, in the end, that's our problem. We just can't pull the trigger.
I know people like, Ron and Fez, they lop heads off like there's no tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
They will rule their show with an iron fist.
That's right, or a limp one.
You gotta get Elo down there and start rolling heads.
All right. Yeah, we just need the basics done for this program. That's all we ask for.
I think once one person's fired, I think the rest will fall into place. I think they're so secure that we won't fire anybody that they just skip around all day with their shoelaces untied.
Lackadaisical is the word.
Lackadaisical. One sacrificial lamb, and then the rest of the flock right in line.
After my top secret lunch, things will be much different.
When are you having lunch, Hope? I'm hungry.
I told Elo I had to think about it, but now after the last couple of days, I'm free today.
Elo.
I'm free today. If you want to join me, Come on by. All right. Brother Joe wants to say hi real fast before we take a break. Brother Joe.
Hey, what's up, guys?
There he
Hi,
is.
Brother Joe.
How's things?
Well, drummer's hungover, and Tom's voice is pretty much shot. It was rough, man. No sound check. Basically, we got there a little late, and then it was the whole union thing. You know, people wouldn't let us take our own stuff downstairs, and then we had to wait. And by the time we got in, it was too late for sound check. Very difficult thing to pull it off live, coming off on the air. You know.
Well, the problem wasn't so much any of that. It was just the sound over the air was like ooh. But live, it was great. People loved it.
Yeah, I had no problem with it. You know, in the room once we got there.
What happened? Problem with your drummer?
Yeah, to say the least.
What's going on with him?
Oh man, he's plain as day.
He's an
nice way to end. He's an alcohol. Well, whatever.
No, he's an alcoholic. The guy drinks like he's a fucking drummer, man. What do you want? You know, a lot of drummers get that way. You know?
Apparently, he was going around to everybody, including me, and saying, how do you handle Joe when he snaps?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like he's going around to everybody.
Yeah, I know. He's been put on triple secret probation.
Corrected.
The guy is so fucking talented. You don't understand. He's the old drummer from 9 Days. Mm-hmm. And I mean, not such a great credit, but I mean, he did. He did take part in a band that did something pretty huge as compared to most original bands that come off Long Island.
Yeah.
What happened with this guy is he was booted from 9 Days. I mean, they told him that's that. We're not going to have you anymore. But due to the bullshit that I had to go through with the guy, and the same thing, too much drink, and not enough common sense. I gave him pretty much what amounts to his last chance to make a living playing music. He is so talented. You don't understand. This kid produces like you can't believe. He straightened out our live system, so it's tweaked. It sounds amazing when we play through our own system. He's not only a drummer, but a guitar player and a bass player as well.
Got to keep him off the sauce.
That's it. I basically told him, this is the last time. Next time he drinks, next time I see him drink a beer at a show, he's going to be fired immediately. I will cancel that show.
You know how impossible that is? You're working in bar atmospheres. It's like...
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not, because for the first month, he was an angel. The kid didn't do... He drank water and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, a
and
month.
He could do it for a month. He could do it for a year. If he could do it for a year, he could do it for the
Jimmy,
rest.
being an addict, would you hang out in places where alcohol was flowing? Or?
If it's a part of your job, you have to.
Shut up, Joe. I'm talking to Jimmy.
Well, if they play live, it's a reality. You have to be around alcohol sometimes. You just can't.
But what would you do? Were you doing stand-up back when you quit?
Uh-oh.
Bless you, Jimmy.
Sweet boy. I was sober 3 years before I did stand-up, but the reality is you have to. It's said by certain people who may be sober or that you can't run from alcohol. You can't shy from it when it's professional life. You have to be around it.
But the first few, months, let's say, into it, it seems a little like you're putting yourself through some real shit to be sitting there while everyone's drinking.
Well, there's things you can do while everybody's drinking. As long as it's all motives. If you're there to work, if he's there to play drums and do the gig, he's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're there, if you're going to the dressing room while they're smoking pot because you think you can handle it, then you got a problem. I think it's all your motives. But if he wants to quit, he'll quit.
That sounds rough. Yeah, well, all right.
What I like about Joe, he has no problem
dropping the hammer.
Joe rules with an iron fist.
It certainly does. Firing somebody.
I'm raising my hand. Can I speak now, Anthony?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Joe, I'm with Anthony though. On that
Joe,
one. I'm
Joe,
sorry,
you would
Joe.
I asked Jimmy a question.
I thought it was directed toward me. That's the only reason I jumped on it.
Look at this. My brother has been in studio all morning. He said a few things here and there. He knows when to shut up.
Daryl knows when to shut up.
What I'm saying is, if you remember years ago, I'm going to say me. I did a lot of the bean, if you know what I'm talking about.
Coffee?
I did a lot of blow as a kid, right?
Sure
you did.
Okay, and it was around me all the time, constantly. When I saw it was becoming detrimental to my life in general, I took it and I put it away. I put it down.
Yeah, Coke's different, though.
Never to touch it again. Well, then let's...
It's not like you're at the bar and people are snorting lines. You know, you really got to seek out... If you're doing blow and then you stop doing blow and you don't want to be tempted... You don't, like, burst in on a toilet stall if you hear someone sniffling in there, because then you'll go, oh, shit, he's doing coke.
Then let's say cigarettes. The
Oh,
last
right.
one I had was 2 fucking years ago. I'm in bars all the time.
There you go. That's very difficult.
Well,
that's a good example.
It all depends on the strength of the individual's mind. And, you know, this kid's got some problems that he'll either deal with or he won't. You know, he'll either have a living doing this or he won't.
Or we'll get in Joe's Fucko Laird book.
Well, you know,
Joe has his own fucko list.
There are a ton of reasons to have to not work with people.
How old is the drummer, Joe?
34.
Okay.
Someone says this sounds like a 2U behind the music.
Yeah.
You shoot the hostage.
Joe?
Shoot the drummer.
Joe, you don't want us rebroadcasting your set, huh?
No, definitely not, man. It sucked.
That's such a shame, man.
It sounded horrible.
This is going to end up in court now for years because we're going to try to play it and Joe will file injunctions.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what, man? There were parts that sounded fine, even on the air. I've heard the. I've heard the audio. So some parts sounded fine. A lot of it had to do with the mix. I mean, the mix was
the mix of what he was drinking.
Yeah, right. No, the mix going out was there was no bass. You know, even for like Livewire, there was no lead guitar going out over the air.
Some people are saying your problem is you're trying to outdrink U2, which could be an issue.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, in all fairness, everyone at the Hard Rock thought you guys were amazing. It's too bad it didn't translate to radio.
Why couldn't you guys do a sound check? I don't get it.
We ended up having all of our stuff stacked outside the Hard Rock, and we were told that we would have stagehands, union guys from Times Square, take the shit in. And we were waiting out there for a half hour. One guy came out and said, "Oh, wait here. We'll have stagehands out for you in a minute." They never showed up. By the time we asked, you know, we got everything in ourselves. They said, okay, yeah, bring stuff in. By the time we got everything on stage set up and ready to go, it was almost doors.
Wow. So, all right. Well,
miscommunication. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, a lot of people call and they want to be the new drummer.
I could imagine. Yeah, there are we have a lot of those, man.
Email? You want to? How did they contact you?
You know what, man?
They can figure out that.
Tell them to just send it to the site in case this thing does not work out with this kid. I have a ton of drummers though. I mean, it's not a difficult thing to do.
All right, Joe.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. And I had a pisser. You know, aside from the bullshit, I had a really.
No, it was a lot of fun. Definitely.
You guys were great.
Thanks, bro.
All right, Joe.
See you guys.
We're gonna take a break, Anthony. The voting is official now. Everyone's seen the videos.
Oh, really? Has it changed?
No.
No?
So I look like an idiot.
Are you kidding?
But at least I could move forward and feel good about
Didn't change.
Didn't change.
That was everybody going, you know what? Fuck the boss.
Fuck you.
If we unite, he can't fire us all.
I have a feeling. But at least I know they've now watched the videos before
That's really funny.
They came up with their final vote. So... Well, I'm looking out for the guys that work hard for us.
Pull your hair out, guy. Go fuck yourself.
Well,
right.
There you go. So we'll announce the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for October next.
I just got wow! That's a big old hootie on her.
Let me see them, buddy! It's the Opie and Anthony Wow line. If you're on the road and you get wowed, we want to know about it. Call 866-WOW-ME-05. That's 866-WOW-ME-05. Tell us where, tell us when, and tell us what those delicious boobies look like. And if your message isn't too stupid, we just might use it on the air.
Ooh!
FM, it's XM satellite radio. All of radio rips me up. All of radio rips me up.
I don't care. I don't care. I honestly don't care. Beyond AM, beyond FM, it's XM Satellite Radio.
Thank you, Howard. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program on this fine Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Hopefully you got your WOW stickers, and they're proudly displayed on the back of your ride. Got to be in it to win it. Got to be in it to see boobs.
Right, there you go.
All right, the Assault on the Media contest. Let's get this over with.
Let's get the God damn it.
All right, I'll play second place again. That's where we're at.
Second place. The real second place.
This is the real second place.
Right.
Everybody has voted. They've seen the videos. This is now very, very fair and very accurate, okay? I do disagree, though.
Yeah.
Second place.
Mother Nature's trifecta of high tides, steady winds, blowing rains, etc. forced the lake to spill over on both sides, and the result was evacuation on lakefront homes and also nearby.
The runner-up. Pull the hair out guy.
Looking like a complete lunatic, jumping up and down, and clear as day getting all the info out there.
Yes. Are we ready for number one? Listen to that professional sounding timpani.
The winner for the Assault on the Media contest for October is...
That'll keep going forever.
Is this fine piece of work.
How do you like my get-up? Looks pretty good, huh?
Very
I got
nice.
my friends around here. They're everywhere here. Salem is the place to be.
You can't, although I think the other guy was definitely great, you can't knock that one either. That was a really clear, bullhorn-used, dead-on assault on the media. So that was a great one, too.
Well, we didn't vote. Would you have voted for Sonny Forelli?
Very tough, because the other guy really impressed me. I don't know who I would have voted for.
They're both really good.
Yeah.
He's in the picture.
I just like the visual of the other guy jumping up and down, pulling his hair out.
And he used the bullhorn like we suggested.
There's two things. Sonny had the bullhorn, which was great, but the other guy was screaming, yelling with his, pulling his hair out, jumping up and down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's official. Sonny Forelli, who did his assault on the media on Monday. As we were at the Hard Rock partying our balls off, pulled it out in the end. He's on the phone. Sonny Forelli.
I'm Sonny Forelli, and I'm on the television.
It's Sonny. Well, congratulations, Sonny.
Thanks, guys.
Is that the famous bullhorn?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Very, very good.
Now, you've won right under the wire. Congratulations. But
and I get 2 dinners now with E-Rock.
Why? You won last month?
Yes. But nobody gave me recognition for it.
Oh, you split the prize last month.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a dynasty.
Wow. No rules against that?
A dynasty.
Well, see, Boston Strangler took all the credit for that last one, but
Right.
it really was my attack on the media.
Wow. It was like you got the assist on that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are like the Celtics of the 60s.
Absolutely.
Or the 80s.
Now,
Boston rules, man.
Will you be dining with or without E-Rock?
I think I'm going to be dining with him. I would like to really dine with him.
Oh, wow. E-Rock will be included in dinner. Wow.
I'm a people person. I really like to, meet new people and shit like that.
I'd love somebody to dine with Eric and then just have a list of things that they want to criticize him for the whole time he's eating. Why was that shit not in order when Opie needed it? While he's trying to put appetizers.
That'd be great. He's trying to dip his shrimp in the cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
Just
and you pull the sauce away. But first, why was that stuff not there? Ope looked for it.
And Eric is so freaked out he can't find enough mayo to take care of the problem. He just wants to stuff his face with mayo. And
That is
make
comfort
it
food.
go
He's
away.
right. Comfort food.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you're remembering, that neighbor, whatever neighbor did what he did to you, it's a mouthful of mayo.
I guess Boston Strangler doesn't have to buy my other half of the MiFi.
I gotta tell you, man, there's some hotbeds out there. Boston doing a lot of assaults on the media. Buffalo doing a lot of assaults on the media. And New York City, of course, the home of the Opie and Anthony program. Doing a lot of assaults on the media.
Very proud.
But the cup goes to Boston until next month.
The cup.
Actually, it stays in Boston, I should say.
Yeah, Dynasty, you're right.
Sonny Forelli, congratulations. You're the winner of the Assault on the Media contest for October.
Thank you, sirs, and happy birthday, Jimmy.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Congratulations.
Will you be retiring as far as these Assault on the Media's media goes?
Fuck no.
No? You got anything new planned?
Oh, I believe me, I've got it all. I got it all.
These guys are getting very creative, I gotta tell you. They're trying to outdo each other. They brag to each other on the message boards.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sonny.
All right, guys, punching out.
You're winning videos up on OpieandAnthony.com, but here's the audio for the radio audience.
I like my get-up. Looks pretty good, huh?
Very
I got
nice.
my friends around here. Everywhere here. Salem is the place to be.
You can get...
It really is good, obviously.
Yeah, it's a great one, yeah.
You know, the reporter just stopped. He didn't know what to do.
Very proud of the work you people are doing out there.
The bullhorn just blasted the reporter out.
He shut right up.
Yes. All right.
And,
well, contest is on for November, Anthony.
New one.
We have the MiFi and the free subscription for a year for the MiFi and other prizes to be announced in the very near future, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But we should play Rob Bartlett one more time here.
Yeah.
Is he in the contest? Is he the leader, you think?
I don't know. Is that legal?
Why not? He doesn't work for us.
It's so easy for him.
Huh?
He's got the camera on him all the time.
Yeah, but this will up the ante, too.
It really will.
You got
Well, yeah, all right. It doesn't work for us. Sure. He's in the lead.
He's in the lead for the Assault on the Media contest for November.
Yes.
In case you missed it, earlier today on Imus's Fine program on MSNBC, Rob Bartlett wearing the Opie and Anthony T-shirt that my brother designed and saying this.
Let's please welcome to the program Brian Wilson. Good morning, Brian.
Hi, Opie. Hi, Anthony. Happy birthday, little Jimmy. And hi, all you whack bags in cyberspace. Congratulations on your first anniversary on XM. O&A Party Rock. Now, I know that the first anniversary symbol is supposed to be paper. And I was going to give you each a roll, but I used it all on Halloween TPing Howard Stern's house. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I invented that. Tell him, Fred.
And if that wasn't enough, he added this.
So be safe this flu season. Get a shot, stay away from Popeyes, and don't handle your bird if it's infected. You really shouldn't handle your bird anyway, Opie, because, you know, it can make you go blind. Or at least grow hair on your palms. Right, Anthony?
Right, Brian. Right.
Happy birthday, little Jimmy.
Thank you very much. What the hell is wrong with it?
27 up to the hour.
What the
There you
hell
go.
is wrong with it?
Who's that guy next to him?
Just another guy that does voices.
Yeah.
At the end, or
Right
I'm
next to him, the old guy with the mustache.
Oh, the news guy?
Oh, he's a news guy, okay.
I forget his name always. What's his name again? He's not that. What's his name?
That's the other guy. I mean, this is McCord.
Bernard.
No, not Bernard.
No, Bernard is hilarious. He's not allowed in the new studio. He has
That's
to,
really creepy. He's like an alien just on a monitor. Why doesn't he go in there? They don't want him?
I don't know, because he's really, really funny.
Yeah.
Extremely funny.
I wish they still did Cardinal O'Connor. He used to always tell Imus to get AIDS. It was really funny. Why don't you get AIDS, Imus, in the morning? They used to always make me laugh.
This is our new thing. We'll just talk about other radio shows and what they're doing.
Yeah, why not? Is the
all right.
system running?
Yeah, I know. We better do a picture quick.
All right, here's the deal. So Rob Bartlett from Imus's program is the current leader for the Assault on the Media contest for November. Eric, make sure you send him an email and tell him that he's in the lead. And we look forward to other pests getting involved with this contest.
Jimmy with his goddamn camera out already.
What are you doing, Jimmy?
He is already going to pester Hanson.
Yeah, because I got to do some production work.
Are they here?
Yeah.
So he wants to get this done like as quickly as possible. He's ready to run out of the studio to get a picture with Hanson. There they are.
What are you doing with your belt buckle?
I'm just tightening it so I can put my thing on.
Oh.
He's got like a holster for his camera, Opie. He pulls it out like a six-shooter. Pew, pew. You've been captured. What are you doing?
I just want to get a shot. I got to run a...
Do you do all three at once with you? Or
Yeah,
do you
of course,
take
the band.
one with each individual Hanson?
Yeah, I
want to know your strategy.
I got to do a promo. I got to go cut a promo.
Yeah, Jimmy's got to leave the studio. So, Eric, Eric is walking outside the studio with Jimmy, and we want to listen in as he kisses Hanson's ass to get a picture. Is his mic on?
Where are they?
There's one of them right over there. Go get him, Jimmy.
They could at least know what they look like, Jimmy.
What are you doing?
No, I'm just. You know what it is? I want to stay for the interview, but I got to get a picture and then go do some.
Yeah, we
got some liners.
Right.
I'm waiting for.
We understand, Steve. Just go get
no.
picture.
I'm waiting for Eric to get the band together.
Why can't we hear Eric?
He's talking into the space.
They're making coffee with the Starbucks machine.
Is Hanson having some coffee?
Yeah.
Look at that. There's the
They're just stuck.
You know, the middle Hanson lad is taller than the older Hanson lad now.
Yeah, right over here by the door.
Little Hanson trivia for you there.
This way so they don't give it. Yeah.
Listen, Jimmy setting up his stupid picture.
Jim just wants to get a photo with you guys.
Oh boy.
Hey, man.
Fucking Jimmy.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, hi. Hi, guys.
So you want to snap a photo? Yeah, because I got to kind of some production here. Could you take this picture, fella? Thanks. I'm sorry to bother you before you go on the air. I'm just shy. You're gonna break our. Eric, what are you doing?
They're gonna break what?
I don't know.
They have a rule about this?
Thanks. Cool.
Is that it?
Okay. See you soon.
Excellent. See you soon. Oh no.
How'd it go, Eric?
Went fine. Got his photo, and he's going to the bathroom.
All right. Why don't we take a break? We'll get Hanson in here next, okay?
Of course.
All right. Boobs always bring this show to a halt. Oh, screeching halt.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is beautiful. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Whip 'em Out Wednesday. Those are real. Wow, that's cool. How about the woman that took her shirt off?
Ah, yeah.
Sexy girls. Sexy girls. You have signed Girl Show Boobs. Boobs. I see boobs.
Yes.
He just got wowed.
Wow. Hey.
It was amazing.
That's nice. Opie and Anthony.
Hey, yeah.
It's world renowned.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Those are real. Cancel your appointment.
Okay.
It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Show us your findings.
Oh, wow.
And that will make me laugh really hard. Cool. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program. It's Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
All right.
And we're going to talk to Hanson here.
Yes, we are.
They got a new CD out called The Best of Hanson Live and Electric. It's in stores now. Hanson is Isaac, Taylor, and Zach. Let's get them in here.
Open the door.
And talk to them.
They're actually early, which is cool.
Yeah.
When's the last time we had a musical guest that came early?
I don't know.
I don't think that's ever happened.
Why, you think people like hanging out drinking till all hours?
I don't know. It's just cool. They're usually. Hi, guys. We're just saying you're the first music
gentlemen.
guest to ever be early. We're very happy.
Ah, yes.
Usually they don't
It's the first time we've ever been early.
Usually they don't show up or come in late.
Don't get any ideas. Don't start calling other DJs and be like, hey, you should have Hanson on there early. It's great. And be like, no.
Are you guys doing like a big radio run right now?
Well, I mean, our whole life is one run from one thing to another, I guess, in one way.
But you just keep touring for years and years and years? Is that it?
I'm 22 years old, and we've been a band since I was 9. We've been writing and singing.
Yeah, I saw
some
of the home movies. Pretty funny stuff.
Yeah.
Like whenever they did a story on you on VH1 or something, like back in '97 when you guys, I guess, were
first kind of broke out.
Yeah. they'd show it on VH1 and show your kids like, Jesus Christ.
There's
what
one,
were you, like 2 behind a drum kit? And
6.
It's at some carnival. There's a Ferris wheel behind you. It's like old 8mm movies or something.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to have the person at VH1 assassinated that actually got a hold of that.
Yeah, I got a hold of all that stuff, huh?
Were you really 6 when you started drumming?
I was 9 when I started drumming. I was 6 when we
played
our
memories
first professional gig.
What are your memories of being 6 and behind a drum kit?
I don't have a lot of memories that aren't before music. I mean, it's kind of strange.
But you remember drumming at 6 years old? You have like vivid memories of this, or?
Well, like I said, I didn't start drumming till I was 9.
Oh, okay.
But I do remember. I mean,
you did a gig before you started drumming, though. You said 6 was your first gig.
I was 6 when we played our first paying professional gig.
Was it like singing just?
It was just a cappella.
Yeah,
it was just 3 vocals.
I think that was some of the video I saw too.
Barbershop kind of thing.
Yeah, barbershop quartet. That's
right.
Slash the not the quartet.
Yeah, not
part.
quartet. Yeah. Barbershop trio.
Barbershop trio.
Whose idea was that?
That was.
It couldn't have been yours. Hey, I want to be on the barbershop. I want to do something they did in like the 1800s.
No, actually, well, it wasn't barbershop, but it was basically us kind of harmonizing and memorizing 50s and 60s tunes that we had heard on oldies radio and it gotten a hold of because of all things. We went. My dad was an accountant, and he was shipped off. For the company that he worked for, was an oil drilling company. He was shipped off to Ecuador, and so we followed him, and just so happened that my mom actually purchased a tape from 1958, which was like 20 of the biggest hits of 1958. And so I listened to that tape about 10 zillion times.
That was like all that was available?
It was between that and, all Spanish all the
Mariachi
time.
music,
wow.
yes.
De colores, de colores.
You could have been like a Spanish band. Yeah,
exactly.
We could have come out as the Los Lonely Boys.
We're going way too far back now. All that to say, what was it that we were saying? Oh, yes, we're punctual.
Yeah.
Sorry. We happen to be punctual somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the interesting stuff. I mean, where it began and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, we, rock and roll. I mean, that's where we first, got off, jumped off the wagon. So.
Yeah, and then what? You just decided to pick up drums.
I think it was just a natural evolution. That Isaac wanted to play guitar and I couldn't play keyboards as well as Tay did, so, drumming, God, that takes about one brain cell and,
Insulting all drummers.
Hey, I am one.
It's self-deprecation.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I will say, though, the thing is your drummer is far more crucial. Everybody always makes the drummer jokes, but the truth is, thanks to Zach, he's holding down the fort, and we actually
the guy that
hangs out
with
sound
the band.
good. He makes us
joke.
Yeah, the guy that hangs out. How do you know when the drum riser's level when drool's coming out of both sides of the drummer's mouth? There's some great ones. They're all pretty true in most cases.
How many bass players does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. The keyboard player can do it with his left hand.
Hey, wait, do you guys, what size venues were you guys doing? I know you guys had a tremendous
we were playing, it goes everywhere from about 1,500 to 2,500, depending on where you are. I mean, we're doing 2 shows at the House of Blues in Chicago. We're doing a show tonight at Nokia Live, I guess.
Oh, right.
Nokia Theater, whatever that is.
Where's that? That's here in Manhattan?
Nokia Theater is amazing.
Yeah, it's an old venue, but it's a new concert venue.
They redid the whole thing.
It's been a movie theater, I think, for a long time.
Yeah, it's amazing what they've done with the Nokia Theater.
How do people get tickets, or are you guys sold?
There's still, I think there's still some tickets left, but it's really close to being sold out. So they can, I think Ticketmaster is the
evil Ticketmaster.
Yeah, the evil Ticketmaster.
Evil Ticketmaster, mad.
Or you can go to
doing mad.
Yeah, exactly. Well, everybody, there's no way around it, unfortunately. But
want to sell tickets?
Yeah. Or Hanson.net. You can go to the website www.hanson.net.
Hanson.com.
What happened?
Hanson.com is like a legal consulting firm or banking.
You guys are diverse.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
diversified.
I only wish.
Yes.
No.
Doesn't that suck when someone else has your name like that?
It used to. I think it probably still says it on the front page, but when you go to that Hanson.com, it says this is not the band Hanson's website.
Did they put a link to your site?
Yes, banner on
oh, that's pretty cool.
It says this is not their website. Go away, please.
I'd rather have guys that want legal aid going to .net. Well, this isn't going to help me at all.
They look young to be lawyers. Must be a Christian movie.
The bar
It's weird. There's music and some kind of entertainment.
Hey man, we could do that. We could do some financial
why not?
advising.
Exactly.
We don't really have enough on our plate anyway. While we're on tour, we could have people, give them stock quotes and
whatever the hell comes up, man.
You guys never stopped touring since 97, 98?
No, we've stopped touring.
We're not the biggest fans, obviously,
Yeah.
but everyone knew. I hate to say it, Bop and all that, and you guys were huge, and then you still have a fan base.
Yeah.
You guys never went away, right?
Well, there's the quick recap is, there actually has been a couple big gaps between records, but like for instance, the last record, Underneath, which is our last album, it was 4 years between that and our second album, and the reason that was because of kind of where we were with our record company, and we.
Yeah, we made a documentary about it.
One of the things that we're doing actually on this whole tour is we're going to universities showing this documentary we made. And in '99 there was one of the biggest record company mergers happened, and so we ended up on a rap label. And so there was about 4 years between 2001 and 2004, where it was just the struggle of getting off that label. The label that we inherited, the rap label.
Right.
We're one of many bands. It's a story that everybody's gone
Did
through.
you guys just watch money just fly out of your pockets? Was that one part of the problem?
No, that is definitely not. No, not at all.
Okay, because that would be a horror story, man.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden you guys are on stage for the 80 billionth time, and then it's just a record executive lighting a cigar with hundreds.
Yes.
You're on a per diem.
That would have been a terrible story. Thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
We were actually very lucky because...
Yeah, how did that work out? Because usually you get screwed on the first...
Well, we wrote that song, so we were getting the publishing for that.
Yeah,
that
apparently, talk to Skid Row about writing songs and then getting the publishing rights to them.
Well, we own the publishing, too. We never sold that.
See, now that's pretty cool. Who was smart enough to...
we had a smart manager who was an attorney, and...
Hanson, right? I went to his website.
Exactly. Hanson.com, that's the other guy. Exactly, yeah.
Well, convenient. We only work with people named Hanson.
Exactly. Pretty good.
That way, everyone, it's clear. You worked with Hanson? Yes.
Very
trustworthy.
Was one of you guys dating Kelly Osbourne or Amy Osbourne?
No, we weren't.
It was rumored for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
It would have been interesting, though.
There was a rumor for a long time that I was dating her because we met a couple times, and they were. She was particularly a Hanson fan, and so I think things just travel. But that was one of those rumors that went around the world. It's the information age in a second.
You guys,
you're dating Ozzy Osbourne? No, I don't think so.
Your fan base, obviously, it was huge and full of very young girls at the time.
No, you can't come to a show.
No, what was that all about? Did you have chaperones? Was there the temptation there, or
You know what? Of course, every guy, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of screaming girls. That's by no means is a bad thing in the audience. But honestly, we just, you just didn't ever. We just were there to make music. The fact that we had fans at all. Every band is praying to God to actually have somebody to buy their record.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
especially these days.
Come to your show and not stand with our arms crossed.
Yeah,
exactly.
not have this audience.
Yeah,
so we've just been always really lucky.
And it's certainly, it's been an exciting time at times. There are certainly plenty of situations
we can attribute our female
companions.
Well, for instance, I met my wife at a show.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. It was a little more complicated than just, hey, you, get over here.
Were you one of the guys like going to the roadie? Look, dude, 5th row, 12th over.
Actually, that was me.
Yeah, you were there.
That's me. It's sad to say.
Dude, you can't miss her. Trust me.
Do you tend to want to bang older chicks, though? Because I'm telling you, because a lot of guys that have had, really young female fans say that they went for older because it was all right, you can bang them whenever you want.
Stay out of jail.
Well, I can understand that if they were frustrated with their fans being younger. It was kind of ironic though, because in a lot of cases the fans were about our age and still are.
Well, but what?
Zach was 11, I was 16. Most of our fans were between the ages of 11 and 16 years old. Granted, it was older than that a little bit, but it's still, and that's still the case. Most of the fans that are coming to the shows are between 20 and 25 years old.
Okay, that's great now. Perfect.
Yeah, they grow up.
They're old enough.
Yeah.
They're old enough.
Exactly.
Is it tough to be married so young? Not many people are getting married at a young age these days.
And
you've been married a few years now,
I've been
right?
married 3.5 years. Yeah.
Wow. And how old are you?
22. So.
Wow.
And
How do you make
even
that
worse, we're better. I have 2 kids.
2 kids.
Yeah.
At 22.
It's just like I guess it's like everything else. I mean, we just did it on our own timeline. We, didn't never look at anybody else and be like, hey, what are you doing?
Timeline, the same timeline as Logan's Run. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, apparently.
I
love that you referenced that.
We'll reference more obscure movies than that. Our whole life is sitting in front of TVs, bunch of morons.
Extermination of old people.
It's great that
could have been called.
It's great that they give you a microphone though, because you can connect with all the other morons that are listening.
Exactly. That is sitting at home here. I know that movie. I'm involved.
It's like
there is a society that can accept me.
Exactly, euthanasia celebrated. Right?
We're horrid shut-ins.
Exactly. Do you guys feel like? I mean, I know you've been on the road for a long time, and do you feel like a lot of people talk about like the maturity, like when you start like in one place and all of a sudden you look and it's like now you're like, okay, it's been a long time, so like we start here.
Sure.
Do you find yourself when you're playing like some of the older stuff going like, well, all right, well that was like at one place?
Yeah. Sure. Well, it certainly feels at times like it was at one place, but for the most part, it feels really, really good.
I think a lot of people. I mean, it's so hard to not get into all the conversation we're having, like about how young we started. People assume that like there's a bigger jump for us because of being so young. Thinking like, oh, that was like stuff that we kind of weren't into, or you've made this jump where you don't want to be playing that stuff. That was the young stuff. But I guess the influences we've had were so obscure. Like we were listening to stuff originally that were so outside of the ballpark of anybody of our generation, like old classic rock and roll and stuff, that I think there was less of a this was our teen music. We were young, but we were kind of our own little internal time clock, because we all had these weird these ultra influences.
I remember
outside
kicking a guy out of our house because he didn't know who the Jackson 5 were. Our neighbor walked over and was like, "Man, what do you listen to? Jackson 5." I don't know who they are. Leave.
That's what actually gets me to invite somebody in. I got to do some production. I'll be back in a little bit. All right. Okay.
All right, Jimmy.
How did you deal with things, just basic voice change things? Did that affect how the songs come out? Or?
That didn't have a whole lot of effect. I mean,
no.
I was the only one who kind of experienced that after that first record, and
Taylor was kind of going through some.
I was right at that time where you were, voice change and stuff like that when we first broke out.
Really working, doing all the singing, really having to use your voice all the time, kind of kept that from being a big issue.
I mean, have you had to deal with that very much? I mean, obviously you've got a couple more years before that really happens. But
believe me.
What are you guys hoping for as far as your careers as you move forward?
Well, so far the fan base has been strong.
It's going to be tough to beat MMMBop, so I mean,
sure. But you don't try to. I mean, you would never try and beat MMMBop. I mean, that's not at all what you're trying to do. I mean, where we are now, we own our own record company. We release all our music independently, and we are very pro what's happening with independent music. I think that's kind of where our passion is, and of course, making music. I mean, specifically, you're just evolving and working with people that you really like. I mean,
for every percentage point and share that the majors lose in the music industry, the indies are gaining. And it's because the indies are speaking to their audience more. They're actually doing artist development. They're actually caring about.
Are you looking for other people? Do you
we
sign
would
anybody
like to
else?
Sign, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of really great music out there, and we are lucky enough that we get exposed to a lot of stuff on the road.
Well,
you get exposed to a lot of crappy stuff. They're like, hey, listen to my record. And you're like, listen to this.
They have an Area 51 file.
Exactly. Actually, we do. We do have the iPod worst demos ever on the playlist, and it's just it's one of those things you listen to on the bus, and you just kind of you all cringe.
But we do
laugh really hard because
Opie's got a great story about that. We get handed a lot of music and stuff, and we were up in Boston doing radio up there.
We basically gave up. I mean, so many bands would hand in their demos and stuff to us, and and they all sucked. So it got to a point where we wouldn't even listen to them anymore. And I actually got the demo for Godsmack.
And he threw it out the window.
Threw it out the window into a river. Or I could have been, and I could
fuck these guys.
We could have been the ones that technically discovered Godsmack, because then what happened? Another DJ at the station we were working at the time really helped their careers, because he actually listened to the thing and went, oh my God, and started playing it on the radio, and the rest is history. But we had the demo in our hand, but we were so jaded that I just threw it out the window into a river.
It's easy to get jaded, though.
Yeah. It's hard because there's so many bands out there. I mean, the epidemic now is all these bands that look exactly right. They're like band that looks so hip and so perfect, but they just don't have any guts. It's like the Stones without any soul.
Wow, they're just playing the parts these days.
They're
just playing the part.
But they're glorified by a lot of these, super indie, credible.
No, I understand. You're talking about like your influences and stuff, but is there anything new that you dig now that you're listening to?
There's tons of stuff. I mean, most of it's probably more random, but like there's some. Independent bands, like there's an Australian band I've been talking about. They're called Dallas Crane, which they're just a really great kind of blues influence rock band. There's a couple.
There's an artist out of Boston called Blue, BLEU. He's awesome.
Other people like Ben Queller, who's another friend who's just an awesome artist.
A lot of these guys are kind of along the kind of rock singer-songwriter,
definitely
pop
song
rock
based
genre.
Yeah.
So more band-based stuff, but certainly there's a lot of great stuff. I mean, I also feel like it bums me out sometimes because you feel like R&B and hip hop has also gotten into a rut too, where they're cranking out a certain element, a certain formula, as opposed to it being more creative. And it seems that all of the
what do you mean the same sample from some random song in the '70s with like a guy going isn't creative?
Yeah, exactly.
He made a whole career out of it.
Exactly. Hey, let's go to the phones. They have exploded. We got Hanson in studio. The best of Hanson live and electric is in stores now. Let's say hi to Steve. Steve from Yellowstone. Steve, what's up?
Steve.
Hi, hello, how are you?
Hey, Steve, how's it going?
I'm a little bit nervous. I just wanted to know, is there going to be like any type of a ticket giveaway? Because I'm riding around in my car and it's kind of broken down because I ran over a twig. So I wanted to know if anybody is like going to be giving away some tickets for the Hanson show, because I'd really like to go.
Ticket giveaway.
To the show tonight?
Yes, because I currently live in New Jersey, and I was coming back from rehab, and I wound up like running over something, and my car is not working.
If it was a twig, it sounds like you've got more problems than
but I wanted
the
to know
car
if I could
breaking
possibly
down.
get some tickets.
Okay.
If you come to the show tonight, we'll be on stage.
What? You.
Bring me music you can suck a cock to.
Oh, wow.
That sounds like...
Bring me a rapist with 3 dicks.
You are... Steve.
Ramon. Hanson was Robert Reed's favorite band.
Robert Reed.
Oh, my God.
Steve.
Oh, my God.
Come on, we're getting along with these guys. Stop.
Thank God for satellite radio.
The Culture Club sound like Black Sabbath.
All right. There goes Steve.
Oh, my God.
Sorry about that.
I was thinking to myself, running over a twig. That just doesn't really work.
Yeah, it didn't sound believable. We should
no.
Man.
You should actually call back in a few more minutes and come up with a different story.
She saved the rehab comment. That gave it away right away.
Yeah.
Because we know only people, the guy sitting right here would possibly be going to rehab.
Mick from Ohio. Mick.
Hey, boys, big fans.
All right, thanks, Mick.
Not you. Question, what do you guys think of that T-shirt that's out and about that says, I fucked the chick from Hanson?
That shirt is everywhere.
You know what? As the chick from Hanson, I would, it's
that's sad. Did that guy fuck you?
You know what? It's obviously something you gotta laugh at. So there we go. We're laughing.
Exactly.
So
I actually think the funny one, the one that we all found thoroughly entertaining, were the several random references in Family Guy.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with those.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, God, the Children of the Corn, and then the shotgun, and
Quagmire.
And Quagmire and his...
You mean that's not a girl?
Yeah, that's great. Family Guy is hysterical.
Yeah, I feel honored to be on Meg's wall.
Yes.
You guys did a good job on SNL too, kind of goofing on yourselves with the elevator music.
You know, we're not afraid to make fun of ourselves. I mean, you gotta laugh at it.
But you know, I mean, honestly, you know, any person, any artist, anybody that's ever been at a point where enough people know them to make a joke that's actually funny to someone means that you've reached enough people that you're, you know, that's a pretty phenomenal thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, like if someone goes far and actually makes something that's specifically like a personal diss, that's one thing that's too far. But if you can't laugh at yourself because it's relevant enough for somebody to know what the joke is, it's like, okay, well, you know, that's pretty significant. You can't take that very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everybody's got some, you know, bad joke that you can tell on them, no matter who you are.
All right, let's go to the phones. Hello, who's this? I lost them. All right.
That was a really substantive call, though.
Hey, who's this?
You know.
The phones
This is
are
John.
Hey, John, what's up? You got a question for Hanson?
Yeah, did you guys have problems when your voice changed in developing your music?
Have you been listening to the show, sir? I asked that pertinent question.
He's taking your job, dude.
I know. Might as well just leave.
No, never really had that concern.
Of course not.
You know, you do have to lower some of the keys of songs. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to James.
Move on.
James. Gum. James.
Hello.
Hey, James.
Hey, are you guys putting out any new music? Mrs. Lipman wants to know if you're putting out any new music.
Yes, we have a new record out, Live and Electric.
That's all I know. See, Ike's taking this opportunity to just continually speak as if there wasn't someone.
Is the sound a cock makes when it pops out of my asshole?
That is just not a picture I want.
You know what? Don't include us in your fantasies that you'd like to have.
You should be the butler for the Addams family.
Shut up, you ass.
Ramon, these three are the poster boys for the Rainbow Coalition.
That doesn't even make sense.
Ramon!
It's great.
Jeffrey Dahmer should eat these faggots.
It's great. It's great that you guys, you know, allow for people that, you know, should be actually put away to be on the radio.
No, I figure it's good.
It's satellite radio. You know,
entertaining.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Are there actually any? I mean, are there really any particular rules that you guys have?
You guys want to curse?
There's nothing
Anyone
that
have
can't
a curse
be said on this.
You've never cursed on the radio before, right?
I got kicked off of BBC radio for cursing.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say wanker?
Well, hey, Zach,
I said,
you can actually tell the full story on the
I
XM
said
radio.
fuck, and then all of a sudden the interviewer went, "Thank you very much, Hanson."
Thank you very much for coming on the Scottish Radio.
We were banned for, I don't know, it was a month or two from Scottish radio.
Well, of course, then they had us back on and then laughed about it, but we still couldn't talk about what the actual story was.
What was the story?
Well, the story was that it wasn't even that much.
Well, it wasn't even that much. We were hanging out with Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind, and we're driving up. There wasn't a parking spot, and he's like, "Park over there." We're like, "That's a fire hydrant." And he's like, "We're fucking rock stars." And then we walked into the club, and the lady goes, "Hey, are you on the list?" And we went, "Fucking rock stars."
And he kind of
it was just a funny story at the time that doesn't seem to be funny right now.
And it was basically entailing that the guy who was doing the interview was going, well, hey, I mean, Zach, it was 2 years ago. It says, Zach, you're 18 now. You can, drink. And here in the UK, and Zach's like, yeah, and he goes, well, I mean, it's legal here. And Zach's like, and he goes, well, you can't do that in the United States. And he goes, dude, I'm a fucking rock star. Do you think that really stops me?
That's all right.
Not to mention,
you drink.
Not to mention, it's easier and
it's called you put it on the rider.
Exactly.
Did you guys ever bang the same chicks? Like all three of you just rail them?
No, that would be really sick.
It's one step shy of incest.
I mean, at the same time, I mean,
No.
Domino theory kind of thing?
He was married.
We probably don't do that.
That would be like a Hanson fan's ultimate dream, though, the hat trick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to meet that thing. Actually,
no,
think of it, because it would just
don't want to be third with that.
It would be. Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of sick.
Really?
All right. Yeah, I don't.
Like taste at one step shy of incest.
Yeah, that's
well, with that, disgusting. Let's thank Hanson for stopping by. It's Hanson.net. Let's remember that.
Yes.
You're playing the Nokia Theater tonight in New York City.
Yeah.
Tickets still available, sort of.
And I don't know how many there are. There's not very many left.
Yeah, and the Best of Hanson is in stores now, live and electric, right?
Yep. That's the new record.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
It was fun.
We greatly appreciate it. It's
no problem.
Everyone.
Tell Steve hello when he comes back from
Yes. Guys, please keep your pants
on. Well, hold on. We got Ben from Boston, actually. Ben?
Ben, we've missed you.
Exactly. Are you having an orgy with yourself yet? What? What?
No, I want to go, dude. I want to go see the show, dude. I told you guys when you were in Boston, you were doing coke toppers.
Hang on.
Ramon, these three should have their own show on the AIDS Network. Ramon, their next video should be a snuff film. Ramon, they sound like Queer Eye for this straight guy with a ukulele. Ramon, this band sucks. Ramon, bring me Michael Jackson with a Viagra.
That doesn't make sense.
The Michael Jackson one made sense.
Yeah, well, I think we're far too old for Michael at this point.
Yeah.
I should call him up, though.
Did he ever call or approach you or at any time?
It's one of those weird things. It's like Michael Jackson, one of those guys you'd really like to meet. Michael Jackson, also one of the guys you'd be scared to meet.
Yeah.
Could be alone with. No,
he never called you guys up?
We almost met him once.
Almost.
And then it was like because we met a guy who had worked, or no, what it was we went to a studio where Michael had been working and was really good friends with the guy who ran the studio. And we went to go see some friends who were working at that studio, and it was one of these, hey, you guys want to meet Michael Jackson? We're kind of like,
but we forgot our spacesuits.
And we forgot our friend on the phone that would really enjoy that.
Exactly. Yeah. Hung up. Guys, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Guys,
glad to be here.
Hanson Live and Electric is in stores now. All right.
Thanks.
As they awkwardly leave, we have to do a Gamefly.com.
Oh, man.
We have to do a commercial.
We were done.
No, we're not done. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Guys, thank you.
There they go. It's Gamefly.com, the world's leading online video game rental service.
It's so easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You send a game back, and the next game on your queue list automatically sent to you. Gamefly, they let you have up to 2 games at a time out, and games you keep as long as you want. None of those pesky late fees. And if you really like a game, you simply click on Keep It in your game queue. You get the mint condition box and the manual delivered to you, just like you bought it in the store, all at a great member discount. Go to Gamefly.com/XM, get signed up. Only $21.95 a month, but you can start with a free 2-week XM trial. No commitments. You cancel anytime you want. Start playing all the latest releases, all those games you wanted to play right now at Gamefly.com. Over 2,500 titles to choose from for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, the PSP. 2 games at a time. No shipping charges either way. All the games you want. Ramon, go to Gamefly.com. Gamefly.com/XM. Plug in XM in the promo code box, and you'll get a special offer. It's Gamefly.com.
Very good. All right. We're wrapping up the show.
Wow. Jimmy's back.
Cool.
There he is.
Missed a fun interview. They were all right.
Oh, cool. I was just actually running promos.
Yeah.
Which I had to do.
They were so on to you. He pointed to where you sit and go, yeah.
Did they? I didn't see
that.
Oh,
they were totally on to who it was.
I had to turn around. I couldn't look
know.
at him. Ramon.
I'll shake my hand on the way out.
Yeah, did they?
Yeah, thanks, asshole.
Yeah. Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I heard some of that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
How much time we got left in this show? 4 minutes, really?
Fool.
I think the important thing, though, is Caroline's.
Oh, well.
November 23rd through 26th. I mean, now that we've gotten to the meat of the
very important for Jimmy.
Isn't that like Thanksgiving weekend?
Yeah, I will be there.
Thanksgiving, very big entertainment weekend.
Is it?
Yeah, that Wednesday.
Wednesday's
supposed to be
huge.
like
starting on
night
Wednesday,
out.
hopefully?
Yeah.
All right, that'll be sold out.
That's the night I'm going.
212-757-4100. Tickets are on sale as of today.
All right.
So come, because I'm going to do some jokes.
That's what you do.
I want to thank my brother for stopping by.
Yes.
Promoting anything?
Yeah, just send me an email, Dr. Duck.
Yeah, but they don't know how to spell duck.
The UK, baby. The UK.
Darryl. Dr.
Darryl.
Duck, DUK at AOL.com. If you want
It's my new alias.
If you want a T-shirt or no?
No, not for that. Go to myradiostore.com.
For my brother's T-shirts. They're great. All right. Where's Ron and Fez? I want to talk to them before we got off the air. I wanted to apologize to them personally.
They need a formal apology.
Do we have time to get them in here real fast? Ron and Fez are up next on this fine channel, 202. They're entering the studio. I hope they accept our apology. They were broadcasting live at the Hard Rock Cafe Halloween night for us.
Uh-oh. I see Harry running. If he's responsible for getting him, we'll never get him. Oh, here they come.
Here they come. All right.
Ron and Fez entering the studio. Here they are, Ron and Fez.
They look pretty beat up.
We
want to apologize.
We want to formally apologize
personally to your faces
for the debacle that you had to be involved in.
First of all, apologize to Fez for not inviting him in during Hanson. That's what got to him.
God.
As I got my fat face pressed up against the window.
Yeah, we saw you out there.
Hey, one time I accidentally was watching one of their videos and whacked off to the singer. I thought they were an old chick band when they were younger.
Yeah, they're sure are cute.
Yeah, adorable. Although the one didn't age well.
Which one?
The gangly one. He's all buck teeth and elbows now. It's kinda sad.
Yeah.
Why would you get married so young and have 2 kids? 22. Can you imagine?
There's something going on there.
Can you imagine
like
what he
had
could
to.
get?
That was a shock.
On a nightly basis?
You know, it might shock you guys, but it doesn't really stop you. So,
So did you have fun at the Hard Rock?
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
I could not apologize more.
The first hour and 45 minutes, I think, was my favorite part.
Oh, shit.
We felt like hostage negotiators. We're just out there talking longer and longer, and we're interviewing people that we shouldn't be like, so how long have you been a busboy here?
No. Just keep them talking.
Yeah.
Keep them talking. We're getting a trace on the phone.
I blame Ben because I go, Ben, should we go out there? It was about 8:15. He goes, nah, people are still coming in. You know, the Rolling Stones make people wait. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just like the Rolling Stones, so we'll sit back and enjoy the VIP area
Well,
for
we were
40 minutes.
Really, we really were. We were like Living Color when they opened for him that time. When fucking show at us.
That was the Steve.
Yeah, right.
1989.
Yeah.
Saw it at the Syracuse Dome or whatever it's called.
Rough.
When it was always a smart thing at the show. It's a gigantic place, and 5 black guys that aren't the Rolling Stones show up in the suburbs. People tend to not be happy.
Ron and Fez.
Party is over. Everybody go